Hello, hello, hello. Right now, it looks like some of you are injured. That was obviously. Oh yes, you rescued the U.S. Marshal who's looking for some missing young lady, and obviously his deputies that he'd known for many years had turned into plant
They were
people.
plants.
They were indeed. So it looks like I think he rode off because basically, yeah, because I'm just being mean and didn't want him staying with you lot, so he just rode off.
Because the last thing we need is another wild card gunfighter to help us out.
Exactly. I'd kill you off. I don't want to make it too easy for you.
Mm.
Right.
I'm not trying to kill you off. I just have to role play the bad guys trying to kill you off, obviously.
Well, we've got no blessed tonight.
Right. So, yeah. So obviously the gun smoke's cleared, and obviously you're still in your golden hour, and some of you are feeling a little worse for wear. So there.
I'm absolutely fine.
It's but a scratch.
Yeah.
And the arm's fallen off.
Just a leg. It's just a blood. Just a flesh wound.
Yeah. It's only a flesh wound.
I was trying to think of words then, but they weren't coming to me. So I tried to give my players a challenge yesterday, and I tested it, and it was too difficult. A dragon against two Lakemar characters, and then so I gave them enchanted weapons, and then they killed a dragon easily. And then I brought his daddy along, and they killed that dragon easily as well. So it's just like, oh, okay.
Dragons should be scary in Lankmar.
So
Yeah,
what magical
exactly.
weapons?
I gave
so what
them these
magical-
enchanted weapons that made them give them plus damage and plus this, and it was like too much.
So how big were the weapons?
But one of them had a suit of armor that gave him fire resistance and double damage versus dragons.
Yeah, because don't forget, you're supposed to give, as I posted my reach, my essay on reach, dragons and fantasy grounds are supposed to get reach
They are.
and be really big.
Large creatures have reach 1. Gargantuan creatures, huge have reach 2, and gargantuan have, is it reach 4 or reach 3?
Well, yeah, okay, well that's not fair.
And then you give them sweep with a tail.
Yeah, they had that, but then what happened was, yeah, when I did the fight with them with no gear or then standard gear, they died in seconds. So I give them too powerful gear, basically.
Basically, sounds like it.
Turned into powerful monsters from another dimension.
It's well, isn't that just Shielber and Ningorble?
Yeah, Shilber and Ingorble gave them some stuff that was too powerful.
Well, so you can just turn them into rats in Lankmar, and then have them fight cats, which are therefore more powerful than dragons because of the scale thing.
They had a fight with cats. That was actually one of the. It was a Dungeon Crawl classic Lankmar story. No Small Crimes, where they walk into a house and they get shrunk down.
Cool.
And the cat, and it was a really good. That was actually a really good adventure. Yeah. But Lankmar's finished for now. We're doing Rifts next.
Well, now we're doing Deadlands.
I'm on Millennium Falcon didn't start.
Well, I just felt the whole. I thought the whole game stalled here, so I give up.
Yeah, so you've had you getting you had that ability then.
What ability?
The ability, the anti-personnel gun ability.
Oh no, I've not got that.
It's in Rifts, yeah.
Yeah, it's all Travis's fault. He's entirely the root cause of all.
Peaceful, everybody dies. See you next week.
There's nobody called Travis here.
No.
The amazing Boblunas and
My name doesn't have an R in it. Never has.
Adolfo. That's an R, isn't it?
There's no R in Adolfo either. But there's definitely no R in Tavi.
There is if you spell it wrong.
Well, there is if you spell it wrong. But
Are you doing a South Park? Are you and changing your name from Travis to Tavis instead of like
I'm going away.
Token to Tolkien?
No, my name's always been Tavis. It's never had an R in it.
It's never had an R in it. Who
No.
the hell's Travis?
Just realised I'm talking away and no one can hear me.
That's
Yeah,
because you weren't pressing your button.
That's why we're ignoring you.
You have to just
I'm ignoring you, Kev. We would never do that.
That was to say, well, the Millennium Falcon stalled, and so does this bloody game. So I'll see you all next week.
Well,
Broken over.
I think the game had mostly stalled because the GM was on mute and nobody could hear him. So we were just having a chat amongst ourselves, waiting for the GM to say something.
Oh, point taken. There we go. Right. So, did you hear me mention you're all beaten up, you're wounded, and you need you've only got
Yes, I
45
heard
minutes
it
of your
because
golden hour left?
I can see the blood. It must have creased my neck because
We got to try and heal Mercy Vancouver, basically.
Yeah, I just ate a sandwich.
Who's got healing?
Who's
John,
got
what?
healing?
Have you got healing?
I think Juan does.
Juan has his Chinese medicine.
One.
Right.
You there, Juan?
He's Chinese Italian. His real name's Juan Cornetto.
Willy Wonka?
Get the impression he's not around. Oh well, you're going to have to go to sleep wounded. Mwah.
You can try healing her.
You can't heal unskilled.
No, I can throw a couple of healing rolls out there. Sorry.
Okay.
I can try unskilled healing.
Now, I'm
There's
the
no,
only one
there's
left
no
wounded.
need for that, Mr. Money. Just
Apparently-
pointing at Miss Vancouver and saying, "There's blood there." That's not gonna make anything better.
It will.
So anyway, I've come to the conclusion that
Mercy
I
Vancouver's been healed.
used to oil Mr. Spanner, but now I've decided that he should be wrapped in blood.
Is it just me, or does Mr. Watt sound a little bit strange?
Mr. Watt
Has
sounds
he
like
ever not been strange?
Ghost
Well-
Rock again.
Okay, maybe the word I'm looking for is stranger.
Well, you see, the thing is, right, we used to get, we started out okay, then we got a bit confused, and then I'm all right now, and now the Spanner talks to me sometimes if I'm in trouble, so.
I wouldn't cover it with blood if I were you. Blood congeals and goes all like sticky and solid, and that wouldn't be any good with the oil now, would it? No.
Oh, hang on, what's going on here? The map's changed.
It's got dark. That
It's the
happens
sun.
at night.
It's
The sun is
nighttime.
setting. It's night time, which means I get to turn on John Wood's phobia because he's now in the woods at night.
That's
Uh,
interesting. I should.
It's okay,
I'm going
Mr.
to
Equip my lantern.
here.
Okay, I've equipped my
because-
lantern, but it's not turned the light on me. What's going on with that?
Mercy has the same phobia.
Actually,
Yeah, my lantern is equipped, and
talking to you, I'm talking to Bessie.
oh, I'm sorry.
Have you put the light
My
power in?
lantern.
Because don't forget, I didn't create these items.
Within square brackets, it's got light : space lantern, which should do the light thing.
I don't know. I don't have truck with this whole. Yeah, it doesn't work, does it?
No,
It's broken again. But then who's working? William Money is working. Why is
Mr.
he
Money
working?
is working.
William Money's working because he knows how to do effects on his equipment. Do you know what I mean? Not like you noobs.
So has he got the effect equipped?
Yes, equipped. Light, lantern. Boom.
That
Yes.
which is what's on my lantern.
Well, lantern's got no fuel.
Right, obviously.
You run out of oil. There you go. Now it's working.
It's case sensitive.
Ah, is that what
Be
it is?
capital light. Yes, it can't be lowercase.
Right.
Case
Same as
sensitive.
vision's got to be
should-
caps.
You shouldn't
what? I
actually
couldn't
need
get
the
to
word
work.
light.
What
You shouldn't need the word light at all.
I can't work out how to make work is the mod vis to reduce visibility.
Mhm.
I can't get that to work at all.
What do you mean you can't get it to work? It works. He's what? You're talking about
No,
the vision, the max range thing, Viz Max.
Yes.
Yeah, Viz Max, and then set it to how far it is. Do it as a global.
Okay, let me try it now because I'm trying to sort this out in the adventure. There's an area you get to where the visibility is really, really, really short. Still doesn't work. I don't know what's going on there. Hello, Mr. Scott W. Right. hang on. So I go to effects, I go to global, and I type in what visual. I wonder if because I didn't
It's
do it in
square
uppercase.
brackets,
Yeah.
Vismax capital letters, colon, and then whatever many inches you want it to be.
And then okay, and then
Not mod Viz, Viz Max.
Vismax,
Yeah,
and then
Vismax, yeah.
turn that on, and it hasn't affected any of you. You're gonna still see the whole map, can't you?
Let's close the map and open it up again. What have you set it to?
5.
Maybe you're going to have to put us back on the map again. Is that down there?
Work. I couldn't make it work.
Is it
Ages,
because
huh?
you've already seen the rest of the map in the Fog of War?
No, that's
Reset
There
Fog of War.
there isn't any. There isn't any line of sight or anything, so there's no. Oh, hang on. Is that enable
That's it.
line of sight?
There you go. There you go. That's it.
It's all gone.
So it has.
Didn't have line of sight enabled. What do you expect?
Oh, that's really rather cool, isn't it? Yes. Oh, the
It's
problem
very
is
good. I had it on the dungeon crawls in.
But the problem is, obviously, it does remember what you've seen before.
Yes.
I can't see
Yes,
anything.
but it doesn't. But it doesn't update. So if a token stands inside the shadow area, we can't see it, even if it's
Yeah.
Right.
visible.
Okay, thank you very much. So if I turn that off and then reset Fog of War, it doesn't. You're right. I probably have to, as you say, you have to re-add the party. Yes, that's the trick. You have to re-add the party. Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Right, I can add that into my adventure now. But anyway, it's night.
I just actually typed Vismax in Discord, and it comes back to my little little discussion between me and you a long time ago about Vismax.
Well, yes,
Oh,
but
Colin.
obviously realised that what I hadn't done was I hadn't re-added a token to the map. That's the thing I had. So it was working all along. I just didn't realise it.
But now I'm
Scott.
seeing 2 John Watts on the map.
There's a blue
Yes.
John Watt and a non-blue.
Yes,
John.
that's right.
That's
But
because
let's say
someone
go-
tried to move it. I cancelled it, but you'll have to close and reopen the map, and he should vanish. Not
No,
really
I've
matters.
done
You
it.
don't need the match. You don't need the
You
map
can
anyway.
just right click cancel move.
He'll
Yeah.
vanish.
Which has been done.
I
Okay,
did
when
it.
I cancel the move. Anyway, so you are spending the night in the forest. As I say, the path behind you, it seems to have disappeared while the night was going on.
Fast test running, have you?
I have no idea. Yeah, why? They cause problems. I can't remember. It doesn't work anymore.
Just send you a screenshot on Discord. Causing any problems? Just...
No, I haven't got fast tests loaded. Oh yes, they are. Fast tests are loaded, but I probably haven't updated.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work anyway because it needs to be updated to match what Akil's been doing. But there, I'll just send you a picture of what it looks like for me. On the combat tracker. Doesn't matter. Can't do anything. It's not interactive or anything. It's just a weird. Oh, actually, if you click on it, it breaks. It goes fast tests. Yeah, but we've got to wait for that to be updated.
Okay, right. So everyone apart from the amazing Adolfo, who's sleeping very soundly, make notice checks, please.
What kind of checks do we want?
Notice checks, please.
Oh, he's so loud. He woke me up. Brain getting blown from his brain cavity into his nasal cavity.
Obviously, Mercy Vancouver's sleeping soundly as well. But and John Watt and Juan are absolutely either asleep or just resting comfortably. But William Money, your heightened sense of notice,
He was woken up by Adolfo snoring.
he was woken up by
The snoring of
Adolfo's
Adolfo
story.
woke me up.
That's when you hear snapping of a twig.
In what direction?
West.
West. Okay. Is it? So I'm going to have a look over there and get my gun ready.
Okay. Where you headed?
I'm not headed anywhere. I'm just looking that way.
Dark. You can't see much outside the light. The
The grab. Is there a fire? Have we got a fire burning? We've got like a campfire.
assuming you have something along there.
I'm going to grab one of the logs out of the campfire, and lob it in the direction that I think.
Well,
The sound
set a
came from.
target. Set a target.
Wouldn't
Hang
Will
on,
have
hang on,
lost his
hang on.
shaken
You're in the
by now?
middle. You're in the middle of dense, heavy forest, and you want to throw a burning torch. I will ask you that before you. I'll ask you that
The
before.
ground here looks to me pretty dry. All this stuff to the west.
Why don't I summon a torch and have it float around?
You're asleep.
Wouldn't Will have lost? Wouldn't Will have lost his shaken by now?
It's not shaken.
It's just showing on the combat tracker, but I don't think I am here.
No, it's it's showing that there's a test done.
That fix it.
Those little twitchy things are just annoying.
That fix it.
But
Yeah.
it's gone. I've vanished off the combat tracker. Oh, yeah, there you go. Boom, I'm back. Yeah, it's gone now. Yeah. Mercy Vancouver and John Watt have got the same thing.
Well, they got the woods at night trait -1 because they're both scared of woods at night.
Yes, because I did say don't go into the woods at night, but nobody bloody well listened.
Well, we couldn't have gone back out and camped outside the forest. No, we had to, bunk down here because some people just don't get.
I'm gonna just tap one on the shoulder and say, "One, there's something in this. I heard something over there."
No, Bonnie, no, not the fire, not the fire. No, no.
Heard something over there.
Yeah,
Okay.
like a twig snapping. Didn't sound like a.
Not one of the powers I have.
A twig snapping.
Dark sight. Juan is going to drunkenly walk out that direction a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping. I'm not waking up until they hear banjos.
I'm gonna follow him if he's walking over that way. Yeah. The marshal's using a Benny. Let's let him waste his bennies on this sneaking up at us at night thing.
And I have notice checks from Juan and William Money. Okay. There appears to be a what do they look like?
Reap sheep.
A slightly featureless humanoid that's basically touching John Watt's sleeping body. Seems to be slowly pulsing as it's maintaining contact.
I'm going to shoot it.
John Watt.
I'm going to shoot it.
Oh,
We did hear the branch snapping from the west, right? I mean,
yes, you did.
I did head. Okay.
You headed in the direction I told you to head in. Yes.
Okay.
I told you.
Okay.
I told
I know
you know what I'm trying to say.
I'm going to shoot
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
What? You get to
You
react
lured us
first.
away. Yes.
Yes. Well, I didn't necessarily, but luring was done. One, you, however, get to react first, I'm afraid. Mr. Money's slow on this uptake.
And I think with my reach weapon, I should be able to poke him with my spear. So I'm going to poke him with the spear. I'm going to poke
They
him
might have
really
got him.
hard with the spear.
That's it. You hurt yourself.
Oh,
Targeted by the look of things. So you shook yourself.
oh, why am I targeted?
Okay, so 10 points of damage shakes. 10 points of damage shakes the replicant. Are you happy with shaking it?
No. I think I want to go ahead and Benny that. Dooby-dooby-doo. A little better, but not by much. No, I guess I'm going to shake it.
Okay. Replicant recovers and then starts rushing back into the undergrowth. Which means you've saved John Watt's life. Anyway, Mr. Money.
Okay, I'm going to run over there. I'm not going to run. I'm just going to walk over there at my pace, and then
Okay, obviously once she gets inside the undergrowth, you slow down. Unfortunately, that thing doesn't seem to be affected so
it's
much
like
by the undergrowth.
elasticated undergrowth. It just pushed me back.
Indeed. Well, it took you 2 inches to move that final inch, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's right. And then I'm going to
Terrain and all
shoot
that.
this. I'm going to shoot this thing.
Okay. Your shot narrowly misses as it jumps
My
behind a
shot
tree.
narrowly missed.
Does the gunshot make the rest? Oh,
Oh dear. You've just shot
does the
someone, haven't you?
gunshot wake the rest of us up?
The gunshot will most assuredly wake everyone else up, and I do think a gunshot does sound like danger for those that have the. Okay, so on a critical failure, I do believe you shoot someone, don't you?
And hits us with a raise.
Yes.
Because it's a 1 on the skill. A 1 on the skill die hits somebody. A critical failure hits someone with a raise.
With a raise,
Well,
yes.
here's the thing, right? I happen to be the closest, and I've got trouble. I've got trouble magnet.
Oh, you
So I'm
do,
gonna
don't
shoot
you?
you? Okay.
Okay,
So I can
so
roll-
basically,
roll damage.
you open as you go to open fire, your foot slips on the mud, and you basically you fire the shot. It ricochets off a stone in some distance away, ricochets again, whistles back through the camp, and hits John Watt with a raise, doing 17 points of damage.
And it bounces off Mr. Spanner, who talks to me and goes in and kills the creature. You don't listen to me. Mr. Spanner wants blood.
That's very good. So my bullet bounced back off of you and killed.
It's off Mr. Spanner. Yep, that's exactly what happens.
On a
It's
pool
just
table,
range.
that would be some fancy ass shooting.
Okay,
No,
so
Rosine,
With
the
some
baby
fancy
in
shooting,
the fire.
wouldn't
No. What the fuck is that?
so that's 17 points of damage. Okay, there we go. Oh, hang on. Before I do that, let's change something so it's not the wrong thing that when it dies this time.
Slime of cheese. Lovely. What is it? Vomit?
Yeah, it's vomit.
Bomb.
It's
So
a
the
bomb
bullet
bomb.
just goes ping, 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 and hits it. And it just basically turns into goo.
See, Mr. Spanner knows best.
Spanner
Yeah,
does
that
know
spanner.
best.
It's lucky that spanner was there, Mister Watt. My bullet might have hit you. I don't know what happened.
And after that, Mercy's not going to even try to go back to sleep because she don't like these woods anyway. She knew this was bad news.
I'm
And
going to
Patrick-
reload my.
And Patrick pulls his hat back down over his eyes and goes back to sleep.
We're going to examine this slime or not?
Juan drunkenly collapses to the ground, starts snoring like a classic drunk.
I'm gonna keep watch. I think for an hour or so. Let this lot sleep. Yeah.
And I'll keep watch too because I'm not going back to sleep. It's dark out there. We're in the woods, and of course now somebody's shooting, and it's like, oh hell no!
No, Rogine, no, the baby. Not in the fire. No, no.
I'm gonna push him and turn him over, so because he's annoying me with his snoring and his
Indeed.
mumbling.
Okay, well, the
So wait
rest.
a minute. So it's presumably we sleep here. Does that mean if the plants touch us, there's copies of us?
Replicates you, doesn't it? It's a invasion of the body snatchers, baby.
Okay.
You're
Rest
Donald
the-
Sutherland. You're gonna survive until your
I
friends
was
scream
just
at you.
thinking. I'm thinking more.
Do you know what the original ending for that film was?
Yes, it was rubbish.
Not the ending
You
they
mean the
showed.
original
The original
film?
engine. The original
The
Donald
original
Sutherland
film?
ending.
Oh, the Donald Sutherland. Then okay, no.
Yeah, the original Donald Sutherland ending. I meant is the very final scene is he turns out he's been replicated.
Yes, we know that. But it has to be. There's no escape
I know.
because he's had it injected.
The ending that was released was he walks up to his friend, and speaks to her, and she goes and starts screaming. He survives for ages, and then suddenly gets caught. Yeah.
No, halfway through he gets injected.
Anyway, the following
And then-
morning,
And he takes a massive amount of amphetamines to keep himself awake.
the
Do we lose
following
the
morning,
phobia in daylight?
you do because it's only the woods at night. The rest of the night passes uneventfully.
I shall go into the bushes and make my ablutions.
Yeah.
Don't need to make
The
my
dead
ablutions.
guys
They've
still
already been
got
made.
it.
I'm just going to drop them off.
The dead guys still got to do that?
You've seen me eat. It's got to go somewhere.
Yeah, out the back of your head.
Before that, that one before, but anyway. Okay,
Someone
so
was talking on the forums about how do you make it so the players don't know about Harrowed. It's like, why would you not want them to know about it? I don't understand that. The
Yeah, I
fact you
saw
can die
that.
and come back. It's like they're missing the
Well, I
point of
think-
Savage Worlds, aren't they?
no,
Because
they,
sometimes it's the GM's call, and he doesn't want them to know in advance that he can do that to them.
yeah,
Say
or,
that you
or
can't
it's
be ha-
basically
let's ignore that rule.
don't forget the actual standard as it's written is in Deadlands. People don't know about the supernatural, so he just wants them to be blissfully ignorant of it, so he can then pull it off and scare the crap out of them later on.
So what you do
And
is
the
you tell people that you're just playing a Western game.
Well, the only reason Mercy knew about the Herald was because of her training with Mina.
Well, there's a difference between role playing not knowing about it and genuinely not knowing about it, but
Yeah.
that's fair enough. Anyway, as I say, the night passes uneventfully, and in the morning, you break camp and head on out, carrying on through the woods. Obviously, following the path after many hours of travelling, you know it's probably about midday at this point. When up ahead, you see a Stoker wagon, weathered and torn and tilted onto a busted wheel. There's an old wheelbarrow lying on its side, and a child's rag doll with one but an eye missing is abandoned in the tall grass.
No, the doll I have.
I know, there's another one here.
Ooh, that's creepy. I pick it up and I look at it and I pull the one out of my pack and I compare them.
This doll has different coloured clothing and the other eye missing.
Curiouser and curiouser. It's almost like we've gone through the looking glass, so it is.
Pondering that, you stop for lunch. Everything's quiet, and you continue onwards. This, given the size of the wood from the outside, you've no idea how you've managed to spend 2 days traveling through it so far. But anyway, can I have some notice
Confusing.
checks, please? Sound based, if anyone has any bonuses to sound.
Listen, you smell something?
Other than you?
Oh, there's no need to be rude.
You can hear the unmistakable sound of someone working a rock face with a pickaxe.
Why, in God's name, would anybody be mining in the middle of a forest?
Maybe they're digging a grave.
That
Maybe
doesn't
they're-
sound like a grave. I mean,
Maybe they're digging for ghost rock. Ghost rock seem or to
Although deposits are generally in mountains and things like that, sometimes deposits are in the middle of nowhere. So I mean, they may be mining for something that's here, kind of in the middle of nowhere.
yes, they might be mining.
It's not what I think they're doing, but it could be.
Yes,
All
they might.
this terrain is pretty rocky underneath the soil. I mean, the soil is pretty thin because this is all of Heaston Hill is mountainous terrain, basically.
you see, this is why my family were horse breeders. We don't know much about mining. That's the Welsh.
Well, theoretically, right, because Ghost Rock runs. It's obviously we've got mines for Ghost Rock, so if there's a fracture or a like where the mountains have got pushed up, it could expose a subterranean layer to the surface.
Well, if there's somebody here mining ghost rock, they must have a way to take it, or well, mining anything for that matter. They must have a way to take it to wherever it is they'd be selling it. And
No,
if
you
that's
could.
the case,
No,
this
if you
person
bring.
might.
I was going to say, if you bring the tobacco, you can smoke it here.
Right, Mr. Watt. But most people actually try to sell whatever it is they pull out of the ground. And if there's a fella here in the middle of this forest that's mining it, either he's a plant, like those fellas that were with the other marshal were, or he knows how to get in and out of the place. Either way, it probably would behoove us well to introduce ourselves and, well, find out if he is a plant or not, and then if he's not, he might be able to show us how we can get around the place.
Great skill, did they?
Aye, by the way, so how does so if he mines it and he takes the rocks and he goes back, how does he get back to where he? Because compasses don't work here.
And that is my point, Mr. Watt. If he can do that, then that's some information that we could do with having now, isn't it?
How tall are the tallest trees around here?
A very
About
good
twice
question.
as far as they are from the very top to the middle.
No, I don't think it actually does. I don't think it actually says. How tall do aspens get?
Well, I'm just wondering if there's one that's taller in general that appears taller, where if we climbed it, we'd be able to see over the forest and see where the center is.
Apparently,
No.
aspens are medium-sized. They're commonly 20 to 80 feet in height.
Let's say the average height around here is, let's say about the average height of trees around here is about 40 feet.
And they are between 3 and 18 inches in diameter.
What you saw outside, the trees get taller the closer you get to the middle of the forest.
So some trees are 3 inches in diameter.
That's right.
Oh, well, that'd be good. 'Cause that's probably why they're called 3 inches.
Absolutely.
Anyway, he's still digging away somewhere up ahead.
Well, let's go and find them. Let's ask him some questions.
Well, we're going to continue to follow the sound to find this person or whatever it is.
If nothing else, it's something new, isn't it?
Like,
Okay,
do you
so
have a night
you
Maybe
come
somebody
across
who
as you
knows the
get
forest
closer.
well enough to guide us.
As you get closer, you come upon the mining claim dug into a embankment above the trail. You can see a lone prospector working the rock face with a pickaxe. Yeah. You don't see any sign of much success stowed anywhere, but he's doggedly digging away as you approach.
Good afternoon to you there.
He takes him a second to realise someone's talking. He looks around and then looks behind him and down at you lots and smiles and says, "Afternoon."
Terribly sorry to bother you. We seem to be a little bit lost. We got ourselves turned around in the woods here. Could you maybe point us in the way of Heaston Hill?
Oh no, I've been here a couple of weeks now, but I haven't left yet.
Right.
Arthur Miller's my name. Hunting the colour is my game. There's gold underneath this earth. You mark my words, youngsters. When I find it, I ain't sharing it with nobody. Thing is, though, sometimes I hear sounds late at night. You ever heard them sounds?
Oh, I hear sounds all the time. So you're here looking for gold, are you? When there's more valuable stuff up on the ridge.
I'll find it. When I find it, I won't share it with anyone.
Right, you are. Okay, I think this fella's a little bit tapped in the head, and I'd know.
Well, maybe then, John ought to talk to him because they could probably understand each other.
That's possibly a good idea. Mr. Watt, why don't you have a chat with this fella? And if you get a chance, accidentally cut him just a little bit so you can see if he bleeds blood or sap.
He basically stops. He buries the axe hard in the ground. He turns around, mops his brow, and then starts walking down towards you. Stops, bends down, picks up a bottle of whiskey, and comes towards you. His eyes have a slightly wild look to them. Whites visible all around the pupils. But he offers you the whiskey.
So, how long have you been here?
Let me see. I hiked into the woods several weeks back. I've been digging my claim ever since.
Have you found much?
Nothing yet, but I can tell it's there. Oh, yes, I can tell it's there. Can I have... has anyone got academics or trade mining?
I've got academics.
Okay, if you've got academics, you can make a -2 roll. If you don't have academics, you can try a common knowledge roll at -4. Likewise, if you want to just look around and make a standard common knowledge roll, you can do that as well. Okay, Mr. Watt and Mr. Adolfo, although
we may have mined the past, the odd bit of ghost rock.
Okay,
and
so
we're refining the process.
Obviously you must have done some reading about this place or something in the past, Mr. Adolfo, regardless of what you say about racing horses. But Mr. Watt, you and the amazing Adolfo believe there's almost zero chance of Miller striking gold at this location. It's geographically wrong.
Now, you see, your problem is you're in these here woods. If you want in gold, you want to be in them there hills.
Meanwhile, Mercy, looking round the place, what you've noticed is Miller doesn't seem to have any provisions or fresh water.
That could be why he looks so demented. He's starving.
Besides, there's no rivers. You need a river. We start at a river. Stuff washes out, erodes in the rocks, washes downstreams. They find it and you follow it up.
The gold's there. I hear it calling me.
What's it saying?
You have to hear it to understand it. But anyway, I've gabbed too long. Got to get back to digging.
Right, you do that. I wonder, do you think plant people actually have to, like drink and eat, or they can just stick down roots and pull it in like a tree?
I have no idea.
Me neither.
Wait a minute, but
I've just realised Sophia D's the only
there was a
person who's
thing
got the
growing
skill
in the
to actually
garden,
complete the
and
adventure.
then one fell on it. Did he not?
We
That
need
was-
survival, do we?
Yes. You're going to wander the woods forever. Oh, well.
Hang on. We can sort this. This is not a problem.
He goes. He
Are you
goes.
feeling inspired? He's feeling inspired.
Are you
I
feeling
will-
inspired? Are you?
I will spend a penny for perfect timing. And then I will
Right.
take the Epiphany card, which I will then use to get a D6 in survival.
Okie dokie. That means I have to go modules. I then have to go to the adventure deck. And
No, you don't, because as long as nobody else has got the Epiphany card, we just say that I've played it and I've got a D6 in survival.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Has anyone else got the Epiphany card?
No,
Then that's
I don't.
fine.
I don't. I said someone else has got it.
Yeah, unless Sophia D's got it.
Which doesn't matter if she has, because she's not here.
Exactly. So there we go. I've got survival D6 for now.
Oh, let's do it properly just for fun. Why not? There you go.
Right. Hey!
And now you got survival D6.
Yep.
Absolutely fine. Okay. After a few minutes of digging, Orville turns around and goes, "Oh, hello there. Orville Miller's my name. Hunting the colours me game. There's gold underneath this earth. You mark my words, youngsters. When I find it, I ain't sharing it with nobody." Ha! Thing is, I hear sounds late at night. Those sounds.
Do you?
Have you ever heard
really?
them sounds?
I have.
Hmm.
Have you ever heard these sounds?
I don't hear it. What sounds you making? I don't hear anything.
Ah, well, you see, only those that can hear them and understand them. If you can't hear them, you don't know what you're talking about now, do you?
Oh, there we go. Anyway, I'll get back to me digging. Hey,
You do that. I don't think we're going to get anywhere here.
I think he's been here for a very, very long time, and he's lost his marbles. But that's
I'm
not
not
the
entirely
problem.
sure he had any marbles in the first place.
But that's not the problem. It's why doesn't he just like die of thirst or something?
I think it could be because he's not actually a person. Or possibly he's dead, but what's left isn't him. Maybe it's one of those tree people.
How are we
Maybe it's
gonna know?
plants.
That's, yeah, be a plant.
It's a plant pot.
My name's not Pot, it's Pat.
Gee, that's a good idea. Now, if we would just get a load of plots, we could put all the plants in the pots and just they couldn't do anything.
are you heading on, or are you? What's your plan?
Even better, we could put them in a garden and guard them. We could guard them in the garden.
Yeah, in plant pots.
That's right.
And weed would come along.
Sometimes you talk an awful lot of flubberdob.
Flubber-dubber-dubber. Flubber-dubber.
I'm going to see if I can find a way out of here. I've got to get out of this place. It's the last thing I ever do.
So should we this guy?
I'm going to have a look around and see if there's any kind of trail that might be something that we've not followed.
So what sounds?
Nope, there's nothing here.
Yeah, you found another trail.
I did.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's not follow that one. Because I found that one far too easily. I need to find a trail that was difficult to find.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I got an idea. Yeah, Pluricoccus.
What is now?
Politicocus.
It's
It's a political plant.
no,
Whoops.
it's actually the green colouring on one side of a tree. It's like a,
Well,
Where
yes,
it's
the,
not
the,
facing the sun.
Yeah,
the green,
sun-
the green
the-
bits.
Yeah. The
Generally
sun
to the
is
south.
quite low in the sky at this point.
Oh,
anyway,
we're gonna get trapped in here another night.
what you mean to
Looks
say
like
with
we-
that?
But
With
let's
that?
get trapped somewhere away from that fella, because he worries me.
Well,
You worry us, so what the hell?
He's
So
headed
you
down this
might-
path.
I don't believe he rolled a 2. You might want to try that again.
No,
Matter.
I'm fine with that.
Really doesn't matter. Okay. Looks like that's where you're camping tonight, over there.
Okay, I'll light a fire and then light a small fire.
It's a
that's-
bush moving on its own.
It's one of them plants. It's one of them plant people. So it is. And then I'm going to settle down for a nice kip.
Hey, you do so.
I'm
It
sleeping.
should be
I'm
pointed out
sleeping.
it should be pointed out in the morning that the path that you were following and most assuredly was there last night will be gone by the morning. But in fact, if anyone sort of happens to glance as night goes on, the trees seem, you don't actually see the trees moving, but the path seems to be getting narrower and narrower until it is night again.
Yeah, I don't think I said. I thought that was going to assist you in your survival role if I remember the science fact that on
That's
the
fine.
side of a
That's
tree
fine.
that the sun doesn't shine.
I took that into account. But anyway, okay.
I know, but he wouldn't listen. He just wandered off. We found a trail. Let's follow it.
Yeah. You rub as much science on it as you like.
I think I'm seeing something that looks like a trail over that way. Can
Oh,
you
what?
tell me if that's actually a trail or not?
I'll go and have a look. You know something, Mr. Hong? That is absolutely definitely a trail.
Is it though?
Absolutely, I'm certain it is. Look, you can see the footsteps of the trees when they've moved their roots. And now that I've said that out loud, that's kind of disturbing.
Okay, well, I know that sitting about meditating and pays off, isn't it?
It's
Where's
almost
that
like
wagon come from?
it's almost like we're being herded.
You spent the night. Basically, you camp the night, and obviously in the morning when the light appears, you'll realise you're. Well, in the morning you won't yet, but in the morning you'll realise there's a wagon weathered and torn and tilted on a busted wheel, sitting abandoned by the trail, and the old wheelbarrow lies on its
I've seen
side.
this wagon before. It's doing my head in. I'm going to
That's
burn the wagon.
That's in the morning. I wouldn't worry about that for now. Wouldn't worry about that for now. Can I have? Hang on. Can I have some notice checks, please, for the for the middle of the night?
Well, I'll only kip for a couple of hours and then I'll be up, so I'll be wide awake. I'm feeling great in these woods.
After last night, nobody's sleeping well.
It doesn't look like anyone's having decent night's sleep. No.
I only sleep for a couple of hours, but I'm fine.
They're definitely no. All of you notice, or all of you pick up on the fact that there's something attempting to approach you stealthily through the trees. Whether with your heightened levels of concern, you've all picked up on it. You can see a figure moving slowly through the trees.
I've one of them slime plants. I'm going to shoot it.
See what happens. It gets to go first.
Oh, does it now? What version of the combat tracker are you running?
What version of the combat tracker am I running?
I don't see bennies on the combat tracker like we should have.
I can see your bennies.
You can, but the players should be able to see them as well.
No,
I can see my bennies.
I can see my bennies. What's that?
Yeah, I can see my bed.
I can see mine.
I
You're
can't
The
see
replicant
mine.
dives for the amazing Adolfo in an attempt to tackle him to the ground. Failing miserably. Juan, you're up.
Juan is going to poke him.
Okay.
He decided to leap forward, so I'm just going to put my stick out there, and he can jump on my pointy stick.
That's a hit with a raise.
Boy, I just am not doing a whole lot of damage with this thing, am I?
You
Should
shake
shoot
it.
him, don't worry.
It's the William money. If one's complete, you can finish him off.
You need to take that blade and run the replicant through.
My
Look at that.
goodness.
Look at that. Hardy. Son of a bitch.
See, I was just holding him in place for you. It's not my fault you can't hit him decent.
I did hit him decent. He's just immune to that shaken thing. Bastard. Actually, I'm going to Benny it.
Okay.
Is he going to give me the raise, or have I got to click the button?
You're
You're
gonna.
gonna-
I think.
I tend to click it regardless.
Doesn't matter if you click it if you click it, it works regardless. But if you manage to drop the penny exactly on the damage, it should say it should work properly. That's a wound. Bang.
Splat.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more of these creepy things creeping around us while we're sleeping, or trying to sleep, or not trying to sleep? Push to talk.
No, it seems all quiet now. Ah,
Excellent.
I think
What?
I can do this now. Let's try. Download. Okay. Really? That's annoying. Oh, there we go. That might work. I'm just playing now. There we go. Might be a bit loud, this one. Right, that's a peacemaker.
Mm.
Anyway,
Hey, that's a firecracker.
it did, didn't it? There we go. Morning. I've got to change his blood splat colour, didn't I? Morning, so I can turn off the woods at night. Thing is, and let's put the lighting back up to dawn. There we go. Okay, this is in the morning. You realise the trail you were following is gone, and there's a wagon over there. However, you find a new trail today that you reckon by heading south, you haven't been that way before. South on
Doesn't
this.
look like there's any. Doesn't look like there's any footprints going this way. I don't think we've walked this way before. Let's try that, shall we? I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
So is this
We
the
spend
same
another night
wagon
in
that we've
here.
seen before?
I'm wondering if the wagons got moved around along with all the. Well, I'm not sure.
Is the doll on the ground here?
No, there isn't a doll
thinking-
this time because you picked it up
I'm
again.
thinking, if you could just make some kind of flamethrower like those Smith and Robards people make, Mr. Watt. If we just burn down the entire forest, that's the safest thing to do.
It's
Certainly
You-
solved the problem.
okay. You followed this new
That's kind
path.
of what Juan suggested from the start.
You followed the new
Well-
path till about midday. Can I have notice checks, please?
I don't think setting fire when we're in the forest is a good idea, but Mr. Spanner says the world should burn anyway.
Well, Mr. Wan, I'm sorry that we didn't listen to you at the very beginning. It was a long time ago, but your ancient Chinese wisdom is appreciated now.
Quite some way away in the distance, west of him. If you considering if you think you started out going south today, west of you, you can hear the sound of someone using a pickaxe. You get into a clearing and you can see that you appear to be on another on the opposites, quite a way away from him. On an incline, you can still see the small figure digging away at the embankment down there, but you've definitely not been this way before.
I think we should just keep going the way that he's not.
He's digging away.
Why don't we just kill him?
That's as good a plan as any. No, not the kill him one.
They're just going where he isn't.
Okay. Mid-afternoon.
If we
It's
kill him and we find him again
mid-afternoon.
alive,
You've
we
got a
know.
choice of 3 paths.
Well, do your survival shenanigans.
I'll have a
It's-
look at each of the paths.
It's
and see
mid-afternoon, and basically, you suddenly find yourself. Okay, you suddenly realise at this point that you've, as I say, you've been heading south, and all of a sudden, the path. That was a mistake. Let's try that again. That one, and that one. The path behind you closes up, but you can see that you can now turn. You can continue south, or you can head northeast or due west. Where do you want to go?
Well, can I take a look and see which one we've not been along?
Let's certainly take a survival check, yes.
Is Mr. Spanner get any advice in this? Oh, what is it, Mr. Spanner? Tell me more.
Okay. Right. You get the impression that that continuing south is probably the way to go.
What we need to do is go due south. That's the way we're going.
Okay, let's do it.
Something makes me want to have a puppy called Diefenbaker now.
As we get before we get into right territories.
I'm saying no more about that.
Right. So I did the prep. So where is it? Maybe I didn't create an image record after all. I thought I had. Yes, it does. Okay. Okay. Right. You break through the underbrush into a shadowed clearing, and your breath catches in your throat. Beyond the moss and vines and fallen trees tilted overhead, a bulbous fleshy tree clings to a sickly mound of earth. It could almost be an aspen, if not for the translucent bark and the hairy, quivering seed pods pendulous on its limbs.
Pendulous seed pods. Oh, it's too much.
Somehow I think we found what we were looking for.
I think we
Pendulous
might
seed
have done.
pods. I wasn't looking for pendulous seed pods.
That is a very big pit.
The ravine.
Is that what it's called? What the feck is that?
I think you'll find the what will agree with me. It's a ravine.
No, I'm not talking about the great big hole in the ground. I'm talking about
That's the
a
tree.
pendulous
That's the
tree.
we just saw.
right.
Pendulous limbs.
Burn it with fire.
In the gully next to the gorge.
So do those trees lead down into the thing? Do they?
I was finding about
Just
that.
the
So,
one.
okay. For the mossy trunks form bridges raised to 8 to 15 feet above the ravine floor. Okay. Looks like you've got the one down, doesn't it? Yes.
Hmm.
So we can climb
Okay.
down this tree.
It's
to-
okay.
to-
So I need to turn on some.
If I'd
Okay.
have thrown that stick into the woods earlier, I could have burnt this all down to the ground like last night. Problem solved.
Has anybody got some spare lantern oil?
Don't know. We've been out for a few days, haven't we?
Well, technically, we don't need that.
I mean, I've got matches. I think we should just set fire to everything.
Crawling vines cover trees still standing. Apparently, you could use those to swing across the ravine.
We could drop a bomb on it.
Let's do that. That sounds like a grand idea.
Bomb it, burn it to ground.
Can we make a bomb?
Well, you're the science fella.
Well, we've got a blasting cap. We've got about half a dozen ounces of ghost rocks away, not? Some dehydrated air to give it a bit of bang, a bit of oomph.
Dehydrated air.
Yeah. It's not very powerful, but I mean, it's.
As long as it'll set fire to it. I mean, trees traditionally do burn once you've set fire to them.
I mean, technically, it'll go off.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how much of this is still tree.
I suppose there is that.
Ooh, I think me hammering out a big bomb, or not much of a bomb, but I think that's kind of pissed off the natives.
Guys, I think we got company.
William Money got the Joker.
Hey!
On the far side of the ravine, you see what appeared to be a large, well, it appears to be a number of townsfolk. They all appear to be armed with Winchester rifles. Find for extending the map back a bit to give you back off, of course.
Shoot it.
Shoot it. That's interesting.
Change the map.
I didn't mean to change the map. I just went to add a second map in and it all went horribly, horribly wrong and resized the whole map on me. I don't know why. Right, let's try. Sorry, I was trying to give you a bit more space behind it, if that, you know what I mean? Trying to be nice and give you somewhere to.
You got it on the wrong layer, didn't you?
Yeah. If I do. I do that. I can put it like so, and then it can go like that. That gives you a bit more. There we go. That works.
Yeah.
So that gives you a bit of. You know what I mean? If you want to back away, the point I'm trying to make is that gives you the ability to back. You can back away if you want to. You don't have to, but it gives you the option. There we go. In the meantime, okay.
I'm going to shoot this thing behind me. You are?
Okay, go for it. Shoot away, sir. Shoot away.
Ah, first shot misses.
You're far across the ravine with your Winchester missing. However, your second shot hits. Hang on, I put them the wrong way around, have I? No. Towns replicant with Winchester. Have I put them the wrong bloody way round? That could get annoying.
But
Yeah,
what the wrong way
the
round?
ones with the Winchesters are on the same side as us.
Yes, that's definitely the wrong way round. The Winchesters are meant to be on the far side. They've got the range. Oh. There we go. Townsfolk one is over there. So you have technically not hit him. However,
I've
you
aimed
have...
for. Okay, so I'm not going to aim for that guy. I thought I was aiming for the one near me.
Yes, no, that's the point. That's the point. I'm retroactively
Represent
changing.
Townsfolk 6. That's the one I got.
Yeah, I'm just retroactively changing it, so that's exactly what you've just hit. Let's see if I change that to vomit. Just curious because I think it's meant to apply down, but I'm not sure if it does. I think down he goes. No. Oh well, there'll be blood splats. They're meant to be green splats, but that's my. Back when I create this, the splats were either not there or not working so good. Okay, so you shoot him and then you're backing into the trees. Okay. Okay, where's the hell's he gone? Oh, he's there. Right, that's fine. I'll cheat a bit and move him there because I'm a cheaty sod. And then I'm going to... Yes. Oh, that's evil. Grid's turned on, isn't it? Let's turn that up. Oh. No, look, token. I snapped the grids on and it shouldn't be. There we go. Gives us a bit more free movement. And I'm going to... And then... yeah, that's right. -4. 3, 4, 5, 6. In the woods behind you, well, south of you, someone fans the hammer and fires at you rapidly. Missing completely every time. Oh, hang on. Oh, this is bugged. I'll have to. Okay, 6 gunshots, rapid fire from the south, and it unfortunately has no effect. That brings us to John Watt.
So anyway, I was supposed to make a bomb and I got a bit carried away and I've made a few of them. I think we've got a ghost bazooka now. So I don't think I can hit it from this range. I think what we'll do is, I think we're going to have to get clear the path first. So let's airgun pistol. This guy out of the way first.
That's interesting.
It's a bit dim, isn't it?
It is. That's interesting.
Ooh, that's pants damage.
No stats. Oh well, okay.
So if so I've tried to MacGyver an invention and I've ended up with a bazooka. So 'Cause I get carried away with my bomb making. So, but I don't know if I can hit it with a hit. I don't know how far the berserkers. I don't know. I don't fancy my chances of hitting it.
Well, it's about 30 feet down, isn't it?
Ooh, wouldn't it be great if we could test the height thing? Been meaning to do that for ages.
Is that who I think it is?
Who do you think it is?
That guy that run away.
Agent Reeg.
It appears to be Agent Reeg down at the bottom of the ravine, yes.
Oh,
So you are firing. Sorry, I got distracted sorting that out. Replicant townsfolk. That's a splat. Down he goes. Okay. One, you're up next, sir.
Well, Juan is going to become drunk with power or something like that, and then take off at a run. Ooh, nice run. They're going to run down this tree.
Okay.
I presume I need an athletics check.
As you start running down the tree, you realise it's quite slippery, requiring an athletics at -2.
Yeah, between the run and I'm probably not going to make that. Give it one more shot.
Okay, will be nice to work out.
Oh, wait.
Oh, he does it. He pulls it off. Nice. I'd say you're. I'd say you're. Okay, so that's 30 feet there. That's 25 feet there. That's 20 feet there. I'd say you're only 10 feet off the ground at this point. So if you fail next time, it's only 1d6 plus 1 damage. If you fall.
Plus 1 damage.
Indeed. Marcy Vancouver, you're up. Marcy Vancouver shoots at short range, hitting with a raise. Roll for damage. That's 2 wounds. That's another one down.
And then she's going to duck for cover.
No problemo. Okay. Here we go. End your turn and we'll see what happens. Okay. Okay, that one's over there. So this one is going to attempt an athletics check to move across, I think. Making it. He's clambering. So that one starts clambering across there. And he's going to target John Watt. He's moving across. Whilst his Winchester. Oh, what's that? In the first round of combat, you may not smoke wounds from his attacks. The rest of the encounter, you immediately draw. Who are you picking as your enemy?
The big bad in the middle of the tree.
Okay. One. So you had Dark Bargains and Seize the Day. So you got Adrenaline Surge, Bullseye, and Deadly Blow. And you can only keep one of those. So the other 2 you just have to dump into the chat box to get rid of them.
I wonder which one he'll keep out of those 3.
Probably Bullseye. halfway. I'm not even halfway through it yet. It's not. You can't.
Dumping Dark Bargain.
You can't dump Dark Bargain
Why not?
because that isn't one of the cards you've just been dealt.
Oh, I can't dump Dark Bargain. Oh, I'll have it back then.
Well, now I've got a bloody. I told you you can. You have to choose to jump. You can have to. You can only keep one of Bullseye, Adrenaline Surge, or Seize the Day.
Sorry.
That's how it works. You don't get to draw 3 cards and then decide which ones you want to keep from the other ones. You have to. So basically, you're going to keep Bullseye. So let's just get rid of Adrenaline Surge and Seize the Day. Job done. There you go.
I'm keeping Bullseye, am I? I was going to go for Adrenaline Seize the Surge.
You mean you're not going to go for the after I hit someone, I play
Double
the card
hit,
to do
then you
double
roll a
damage?
nice raise and then double it to make it 75 damage. And then to find out it's hardy and doesn't only take 1 wound.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. That'll do. Yeah.
Technically, that wasn't the start of the round, so it does say play in the first round of combat, doesn't it?
This first
I'll let
round.
you off.
It was the first round of combat, though, which is what the card states.
Yeah,
Agreed.
don't
I will.
miss.
I will concede the point. I'm going to shoot the amazing Adolfo with a Winchester 76. Missing. Gonna shoot one running down the tree. This Winchester 76 missing. He's gonna have to shoot Wong, isn't he? Missing. It's one again, I'm afraid, isn't it?
They'll shoot the target running down the tree towards him. What they realise is he's a Kung Fu master going to kill them.
Yeah,
Well,
basically, as one's running down this tree, there's bullets whistling by him everywhere, taking chunks out of the wood, left, right, and centre. Gets us to
I
the
imagine for Mr. One, it's a little bit frightening, but he's running down there with expert timing.
probably.
Because he's Kung Fu fighting.
Mr. Amazing Adolfo, you're up, sir.
An
You
event
said-
card that gives us all the amazing Kung Fu powers.
You
'Cause
said
then
there were
everybody would be Kung Fu fighting.
vines and things.
Yes, it says vines, crawling vines cover trees still standing.
Are there vines such that I could use a vine to, say, rappel down the side of the cliff into the ravine?
No, I don't think there are. It says that a hero can use one of these to swing across the ravine, but I don't think they descend low enough. Do you know what I mean? Actually, hang on though, if it's long enough to go from a tree on this side, yeah, it must be able to. I'll take that back. You know what I mean? Yes. Logic.
In which case, I would like to use my athletics skill to use a vine to climb down to the bottom.
Be my guest. If all.
I think I will use a Benny on that. And I'll use another Benny on that.
Probably a good job, really.
Mm,
That would have been a nasty fall.
probably would have been.
They've actually changed it now, haven't they? Actually, I do believe they've updated it, so falling damage is now not capped.
No limit. Yeah.
Mm.
But it's no plus anymore, is there? This is I'm playing this using the rules when it was written, so there's a.
So
Okay.
it's, yeah, D6 plus 1 per 10 feet to a maximum of 10, wasn't it? But
Yeah. Okay, so you are now minus
At the bottom.
6. Minus 6 down.
and that's me done.
Okay, replicant townsfolk number 1 is going to move into the tree area. Seeing Mr. William Money. Replicant tree fellow number 2 is actually going to run. Oh, look at that distance he got there. That's amazing, isn't it? Look at that. He doesn't reach John Watt. This one is literally just going to move up to there to get a better shot with his Colt Army at William Money. And miss.
Oh.
Okay. Right.
Quivering Aspen.
Mm-hmm. Okay, God, I'm finding mistakes everywhere. That's right. Okay. It quivers. However, George Weig advances to the bottom, takes a shot at the amazing Adolfo, climbs down the side, but misses.
By the way, did you give yourself a free Benny at the start?
No, but I'll use it now then.
Yes, you got a free Benny.
Okay. Still misses. Okay, that brings us to Orville.
Because Mr. Spanner gives the GM a Benny.
Orville comes advancing through the trees and fires at Mercy Vancouver. Missing. That was the miner you left behind. Second round
Told you
of
we should have killed
combat.
him, didn't I? Told you we should have killed him.
Second round of combat. Replicant townsfolk continues moving through the trees, getting to there. And then Mercy Vancouver moves up the combat tracker.
And
then
Money.
William Money moves up the combat tracker.
Because somebody just took a shot at me. I am waiting for him to shoot again.
Fine. Rolled back the replicant to his start point. The darkness you miss.
And then I'm going to move this way, up behind John Watt.
Okie dokie. That brings us to William Money, who targets Orville Miller. And you hit him, shaking him.
That'll do me.
Okie dokie.
Did he take a shot at us, did he?
He fired at
Took a
Mercy.
shot at me. We weren't nothing but nice to the guy.
Told you we should have shot him.
A gunshot, basically, as you're advancing through the trees, but it misses. Okay, meantime, I'm going to move up to here and attempt to grapple on what?
On what, John?
Replicant townsfolk number 3 is going to stop targeting and target Mercy Vancouver as she comes into out of cover into the clearing. The bullet misses, ricocheting off the stone just behind you. That brings us to John Watt, who's basically attempting to be grabbed hold of by one of these townsfolk.
Well, I could use powers, but why don't we just beat him to death with Mr. Spanner? Missing.
Orville Miller remains shaken. Hang on. The illumination doesn't affect covering from being shaken. Orville Miller unshakes. Orville Miller fires his shot at William Money. Missing. 1, you're up, sir.
Sorry,
Okay.
so illumination doesn't affect what?
Recovering from being shaken.
Oh, right, okay.
Okay, Juan starts trying to focus on himself. He's apparently busy trying not to fall off of this tree instead.
Mm-hmm.
He will walk down to about there.
It might be a bad fall.
Yeah, I think I'm going to re-roll that. I see that continuing to roll. It's like, what the hell?
I thought I thought the fair thing to do was roll before to let you decide whether you wanted to or not. So that's absolutely fine. Yeah, you definitely Unfortunately, obviously, you realised as you felt yourself going, and as you looked down, you realised that right below you there was some very sharp rocks, almost knife-like.
Is it my imagination? Is he doing that Oriental running where you can't tell if he's flying or not?
Yeah.
Very much so.
There's a whole White Foo section going on.
I know. Wigs aren't supposed to support his weight. What's going on?
The amazing Adolfo is next.
You don't even see footprints in the moss.
That George Reeg fella just shot at me, didn't he?
He did.
And then I'm going to heft a tomahawk and move forward through the bushes. And then lob said tomahawk viciously in his general direction.
Okie dokie.
Are you standing in a hole?
No, they. That reminds me. Actually, that means Mr. Wong needs to be now down at -5.
But I missed. I will.
I just wonder why the Amazing Adolfo's one low. That's all.
Because that I miscalculated my numbers.
Yeah, he's standing in a hole.
5 6s and 30. 6 5s.
Yeah. But my tomahawk goes wide.
Tomahawk goes wide. Okay.
I have another.
Replicant with a Winchester. He's going to continue walking across. This tree. Doesn't seem to have any problem doing that. Basically, from his position up that tree, he could see you moving down the ravine, so he shoots at you. Mr. Adolfo hitting. Doing no damage, so it's obviously, it literally just punches a bullet hole through the top of your hat.
It's my fucking hat! Clayton, I'm sure it's the bushes that are protecting me.
Yeah.
Because the plant life around here is so friendly.
Okay, this guy is about to do the same thing. He's going to come across this tree here and fail miserably. So that means he's going to fall off. I might spend one penny on that to give him let's see if he makes it. He doesn't. 33.
Imagine the Wilhelm scream here, for it may be in copyright and therefore not allowed to be streamed.
No one does it, so it's an intriguing one, isn't it?
Mm.
It's almost it is a thing to put it in pretty much anything, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's an in movie joke that everyone uses it.
Mm.
Oh, that's interesting. If you kill the one that's died in a group, the combat tracker gets confused on where you are in the combat tracker.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy's obviously just going to stay put and fire a Winchester at 1, missing. This one's going to do the same thing. fusillade of bullets flying around one as he travels down, and the final shot here. Oh, this one looks like it might hit him. It may not have actually hit him, but it's enough to give one some pause as he's traveling down that tree. Okay. So reloads. George Reed, he's going to shoot you again. And he's to shoot you again. And critically fail. Oh dear.
Blows his own head off.
He's backfired, so he has.
Basically, it's a misfire.
Not a backfire.
I'm going to call it misfire, so the bullet's jammed. So he's going to have to spend an action clearing his pistol before he can act again. Mercy Vancouver gets a joker, but so do the bad guys. Mr. GM got a Benny.
Well, I'm going to take out the duck here.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's a shot at close range. That sounds like a cat gun, doesn't it?
It does a bit.
Oh no, we're going to do a little bit better on the damage.
He blew the dice.
2 wounds. Okay, you definitely incapacitate replicant townsfolk number whatever he is.
And then I'm going to keep moving this way. I'm trying to see what the... There we go.
Okay, you move that way. Ooh, exposing yourself to the other cliff face. That's okay. Okay. Replicant. Okay, that replicant's just going to stay put. He's going to change targets and fire at Mercy Vancouver. Missing. I'm going to shoot one. Missing. Shoot one. Missing. Shoot one. We got the Joker bonus. They're still missing.
Phew.
Missing. Orville is going to he basically drops his pistol and advances quick as fast as he can towards William Money, swinging his pickaxe as he goes.
Yeah, this part of the tree no longer has moss on it from all that weapons fire.
I agree.
Definitely not slippy anymore.
It's definitely not slippy anymore. The amount of bullets that have hit the tree and not you. I agree. Okay.
Some neat little steps.
Pickaxe is swung at William Money. He sees it career in slow motion. He almost perceives it heading straight towards his torso.
I'm having that. I'll have to take it. I can't bother wasting a penny on it.
Okay. Unfortunately, he fails to avoid the blow and cries out in pain as the pickaxe digs into his side, drawing blood. William Money remains... No, you do not. I'm going to... I know what to do. If I go into effects, global, create a new global effect called Shaken +2 and turn that on. That should fix the dim affecting Shaken, shouldn't it? There we go. Mr. William Money, you unshake. You have a pickaxe in your side.
Don't. He didn't actually stick it in me, but yeah. It's only one wound. It's like a scratch, really.
Indeed. point blank range, you fire your Colt gun at Orville, shaking him
Yeah, I'm
back.
going to waste a Benny on it and see if I can kill him. Ah, bollocks.
You've failed to waste a Benny on him. But I shall award you a Benny for the awesomeness of that, as I'm going to now advance Indigo towards you as well, as he draws his Bowie knife and wildly stabs at you.
Back to pieces.
Ooh. He definitely gets past your defenses with his Bowie knife. Oh, hitting you right between the ribs.
Wow.
Ouch.
That's oh yeah. I need to effects global shaken soap +2. Now unfortunately I need to test that, so I better give you a Benny so you can test it for me, Mr. Money.
Give me 2 Bennies to test it.
That worked, didn't it? Look, soak +2, so that gets around the elimination. So you soak one of those 2 wounds. So I'm afraid that's a second wound. Yeah, the knife cuts you.
Ooga.
That brings us to Wong, who is no longer shaken.
Okay, Juan is close enough to the ground. He's just going to kind of jump this last little bit.
Yep.
Continue to stumble
Has anyone
forward.
said let the Bennies flow?
No one said
course
it,
not.
no.
Come on, you fuckers. I mean, you people. Come on.
I have
And
given
I
out
will
some
try
pennies.
to...
You know what to do. You've done it before. I know you'll be doing it again. You'll be on the you'll be on the channel. Off you go. Ooh. He's added an analyze phase to it now. Determines all the fonts being used. He might make me use it after all. I still think the manual process is quicker at the moment. Okay, Mr. Watts, sir, you're up.
Righty ho. Let's do. Let's see how he handles this.
It was bang on target, but you missed because you're out of range.
Oh.
Unless you were extra ranging it.
16, isn't it? So how far away was it? We'll find out.
17 inches.
17 inches. So yes, we can. So we can give it double range.
Okay.
Which would make it 32, I think.
So you'd be in range.
Yeah. So give it a double range and then give him 4 wounds and lingering damage.
You've set him on fire.
Well, I thought he was a plant, so I didn't.
Set the fucking tree on fire. The tree. Burn the tree.
But I thought, that you guys are going to get quite close and you can do jiggery pokery with the tree, but he's in the way, so.
Anything Adolfo is next.
Right. Hopefully George Reeg is going to be dealt by that, so I'm going to ignore him completely, and I am going to just make my way through the underbrush. I would like to collect sticks and that as I go. dry branches, kindling, and such like. If I
Okie
may.
dokie. Okay.
Gathering up the wherewithal to make a small fire.
Okay.
These pennies he's spending. He must
He's
be
only
like
got he's only got
insane.
he's only got 4 bullets left in it, but as he fans the hammer at you, you run past him, missing in a veritable multiple bullet shots as you duck and dive just to get past him as he fans the hammer.
Ouch! Ow! And then he burns.
And then he burns. Well, we'll see what happens when he burns. Yes. Oh, actually, no, I can't do that. So I'm going to just ignore that move. I'm going to back to there and start again. Fire into melee this way.
I think Mr. Watt should roll his 4d4 plus 4 lingering damage on George Reed.
Yes,
The lingering. Oh yes, you should. 4d4 plus 4 damage. Yes. I apologise. When he ends his turn, doesn't it? Lingering damage.
Mm.
It's only 2d4, is it not?
It's as many dice as you rolled.
Yeah, it's as many dice as you did, but 1 die lower. But because it's flaming damage, it's 4d4 plus 4 damage.
Oh,
So
right, okay.
I guess he's weak to fire.
Okay,
He's a
fair
plant,
enough.
isn't he?
1, 2, 3, 4. So it does 3d4 damage plus a d4.
Plus
14 points of damage.
4. Mm.
That'll leave a mark.
Yeah.
We'll leave a mark. I will attempt to soak it. Fail miserably. He'll die. Burning and howling, and then basically you realise that George Reed it was a plant.
I thought it was, but wherever you are, the real George Reed, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I guess the plant's getting shot with that. Maybe I should have made the bomb.
I have to do this first. So you get shot in the back, John Watt.
What?
That's very ungentlemanly behaviour.
Indeed, shaking you. We have a new joiner, JRDDL182. Interesting name. Hey, okie dokie. New round beginning with.
Has he said the bennies are flowing?
He hasn't said let the bennies flow yet, but I'm sure he'll say let the bennies.
Say
He
let
might
the
not be able
bennies
to.
flow.
Actually. He might not be able to. But for having a new joiner,
silly
I'm going to let the
security.
pedals go anyway. Yes, exactly. Well, we used to get so much spam, but my new rule is anyone subscribing means they automatically let the bennies flow. That's my new rule as of now.
No, excellent.
That means if he subscribes and types in "let the bennies flow," we get another benny.
Indeed.
Yeah. That's it.
I had to turn the security up on Twitch because we were getting spammed to death on Twitch, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to swing another pickaxe at William Money. Missing. Mercy Vancouver, you're up next.
That timing, miss.
Mercy's going to keep moving this way.
Okie dokie.
And then that should put me in range. I'm going to knock him off that damn tree.
So
You are indeed.
Jordan knows what's good for him. He gives me bennies now. He'll get bennies when I'm running the game.
And he gets distracted, and he has to make a strength roll at -2.
Is that who just joined?
Yeah.
Strength roll at -2 or fall to his doom. Okay, he's falling to his doom.
balls and breaks his neck.
Yeah.
That went wrong. Oh, that's because I can't talk today.
You're trying to do Wilhelm, are you?
You try and fail him miserably.
Oh, this one's already done. So he moves to there and then plummets, taking 20 points of damage.
Yout.
Lands with a loud splat.
One down.
Buono estente.
Then I turn around and draw
Bonfire.
my Colt and
Very,
Right.
very drunk.
look at one.
I am not Rowley Birkin QC.
Are you sure?
Oh, maybe could be. I'm going to carry on moving and carry on gathering up
Yes, we should know the difference.
dry wood and stuff.
Okay. Quite big, that tree, I believe. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Mr. Watt recovers from being shaken.
You know, I really want to test this new bazooka gun, but well, seeing as we're on a roll, let's shoot the quivering aspen.
You've got 6 viewers now. If someone tells them the code word, you could get a crap ton of bennies.
Yes, just say let the bennies flow, everybody.
All together
Six-
now. Let
blowing
the bennies flow.
six power points. 3d6
To the
damage.
tune of "Let the Love Flow." That would go good.
How much damage? That's
Let
40.
the
So it'll be
bennies flow.
44 plus 4 damage. It's going to be next turn. On its turn, rather.
Well, it depends if I've got the bennies and there might be more coming. So.
You shake it, and you've shaken it. What's your plan? You gonna spend any more?
I go on one for the road.
One for the road. Oh. Okay.
19. It's a wound with
19. Okay, 19 points of damage. That's a wound. So
With
this is where
lingering
things get tricky. Okay, so at this moment,
Hang on,
as you
if that's got a flame trapping, is it going to get another +4?
two wounds, then I will try and soak it. 1 wound. Okay, so this point, the tree screams.
Arse.
Okay.
The amazing Dolphin takes half a step backwards.
I need everyone to make a fear check, please, as the tree screams.
-7. Dim illumination is getting
Dim
me again,
illumination is hitting you again. So
that's
you're
a 5,
successful.
so that was
You're a
okay.
5. You're successful.
That
Mercy
sounds
back,
like
Cubus.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. That's the voice of Mr. Spanner singing to me at night.
Look at that. On a fear check at -3, everyone still makes it. Wonderful stuff. Okay, that's fine. So the tree screams out in pain, and it's quite a terrifying. Hearing a tree scream is unnerving, apparently.
Yeah.
So there we go, and it's burning away. Okay, Mr. Watts, that's William Money is using conviction. You ended your
I'm
turn,
going to
Mr.
die
Watts.
soon, otherwise.
Yes, I know. No one said the magic words.
No one said the magic words. Say
No
the
one's-
magic words. Let the bennies flow.
They all disappeared. They all came on.
Let the bennies flow.
They all came on. They all came on. Saw that and all buggered off again. It's probably because of Twitch limitations. So I'll have to see if I can work another way to turn it off. It must.
Just
I have.
turn the security off and let the auto spam bot do it instead of having the extra.
Well, the
spam
auto
bot.
spam bot never worked, but I will try again. I will turn it off. I thought I turned the security off to fix it, but anyway, I'm going to end John Watt's turn because he's not doing it.
Sorry.
I remain shaken.
With conviction.
Oh,
That makes me smile.
and you have to penny again to maintain your conviction.
That made me smile. Because I'm in an evil mood right now. This is the lot.
How much did I just roll for that? It doesn't show you the roll when you do a shaken, does it? Was that -2 affected by the city demolition? I'm going to remove
No.
shaken. Oh, I just used that and it didn't work.
I noticed, but I'll remove it for you. The pennies must flow.
Yes.
Did you?
Thank you very much.
Now, did you just hack on as your other half?
While I
there
was
to
shaking
type
the
that?
penny, I was hacking
is-
on
I
as my
did not
secret.
hack on. I did not hack on as my other half.
That's fine. I'm just asking. Is that? I was good. No, I didn't mind. I was just finding that amusing. I'm glad to see Belladonna House is saving the party from a remote location.
Yeah.
Thank you, Belladonna House. Okay, I'm going to kill these guys now, okay?
Sophia is with you in spirit, giving you extra pennies when you need them.
Absolutely.
Okay, you shot, because I was
I
reading
shorted.
range. You shot Orville Miller at shot range.
With her
Roll for damage.
acrobatics, she'd have no trouble getting to the bottom of that ravine.
No, she'd have been fine. That's a wound upon Orville Miller. He goes down. Splat. I forgot to change his blood splat. Oh well. You shoot Indigo Red. Point
With
blank
a
range. and
raise.
Hit with a raise.
Oh, I got an extra bit of raising there. Oh, good.
Youch.
Right. Teach you to shoot me, you bastard. I've got a dragon
37
penny on.
points of damage.
I think he's dead.
Ah.
I've got to keep my conviction going, haven't I?
You do before you end your turn. Still standing is Indigo Red. However, he is remaining shaken
How can he not die from 4
because I
wounds?
spent a penny.
Ah.
And he's a plant.
Think he stabbed you? He misses. That brings us to the townsfolk replicant, who is basically sneaking around here and is going to Mercy in the back. Hitting.
Coward.
Doing.
I do not like assassins.
Mercy to Vancouver is shot in the back.
Necessary
Why
evil.
not?
Game changer launching today.
Mm.
Oh yes, this will be the Suede version, will it?
And
Yes.
the third plot point campaign.
Okay, I've added in a fear +2 modifier for all your fear checks to counteract the illumination. So it's okay. It gets us to replicant.
Just turn the
Okay.
dim off.
No, because it's got to apply the penalties to all of you. That's the point. Okay, Juan's up next.
Juan really would like to get this deflection to work. You know that? Ah, finally. And then walks forward.
The tree.
So did the tree should look like a tree.
Tree.
Okay, the quivering aspen stops being shaken. Okay. Suddenly it starts it starts moving its branches. They start scrambling and limbs, and it drags and tears out of the ground and slowly burning and smoking. It starts moving towards the ravine side.
Oh,
The tree is on the move. And then it takes
I
lingering
was not
damage.
expecting that.
Also, actually, there's another point. Actually, okay. It should also be pointed out that that fire attack from John Watt has caused extensive burning damage in the ravine, and it is that whole ravine area, which I forgot to do. So let's do it now.
So when you put a
Unidentified badger has subscribed. You know what that means, everyone? You get bennies.
Yeah. Thanks, unidentified.
That means
So if
we
you-
get pounds.
So after you subscribing, the next thing you want to do is type Benny's my flow.
Yeah, but that's me getting around the fact that so if I change that to adjust
I've
color,
discovered if you put +4 in the modifier box and then roll dice, it doesn't work. Is that because it must be off the character sheet?
if I do that, that turns the whole area red, which I can then turn back to clouds.
Target.
And there
And
you are.
blur the edges as well.
And then blur the edges.
Look at that.
Now I must admit that using adjust colors first I found is a really useful way when you're doing water effects. You know what I mean? Don't and there you go. So we'll crank up the shadows, crank up the cloud amount. So basically the whole ravine is on fire. Yeah.
Right. Best be leaving then. I was going to start a fire, but not quite like that.
Okay. Let's see how much damage okay. Okay, so we'll take your 14 because I'm going to be generous here. Take your 14.
Sorry, I was just playing with the +4 to get it working, but it's actually 10 points of damage.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 4 is correct, and then you didn't roll enough dice, so I'll add on.
No, I
3 points.
rolled for that. I rolled 4d4 and got 6.
Okay, 14 points of damage then, which is fine. It shakes it because you didn't roll 4d4. So that's okay.
John.
Okay, replicant with Winchester. It's obviously quite smoky down there now. So what I need to do is I'm not going to shoot at. I'm not going to shoot that. I'm going to shoot John Watt because John Watt has just burned the quivering aspen. So that's a mess. Replicant with a Winchester is going to target John Watt, burning the mother tree.
Tried to burn our tree. You tried to burn our tree.
You tried to burn the mother tree. Yeah, missing. I think I've hit Mr. Watts. Missed. Oh, lucky so and so. The dim illumination's protecting you there. And let's shoot you again. That's a miss. To the end of the round. Oh, Mercy Vancouver again with the Joker.
Well, hey.
Well, it's been my lucky day. This
heavy.
guy just shot at me.
Yes.
Always a mistake on their part.
Okie dokie. Oh, everyone's spending bennies. Percy Vancouver shoots. Replicant townsfolk. Okay, and down he goes. Let's see. Yeah, he's okay. He can die with the right splat colour. There we go. You can't see the green splat on the forest, ironically. Red's actually better to show that you've killed.
I'm going to move over to the end of this tree and test it with my foot how steady it is, but I'm not going to move on to it yet.
It's very steady, but it looks slippery. Mr.
Where's Mr.
Adolfo.
Hong? Mr. Hong, I think it's time we make like a tree and get out of here. I will throw my firewood at the burning, quivering aspen. Not specifically violently or anything like that.
You
but
mean make
just
like a tree and leaf?
make like a tree and get out of here. And then I'm going to move over towards one. And are there any unburning vines that I can grab and do a Tarzan to try and swing us at least halfway up that?
No.
No. Arse.
No.
Yes,
only the one you lowered down.
In which case, I'm just going to run past him. So I'd already gone 4.
Yep.
5 more in the general direction of that tree that can hopefully lead us back out of the burning chasm.
Or the vine you lowered down earlier, don't forget.
Oh, right, okay. The vine I lowered down earlier was over this way. So,
Yeah,
hasn't caught fire yet.
can I drag Mr. Hong with me?
Assuming Mr. Hong wants to let you drag him with you.
Yeah, I won't fight him off. I think he's doing it wrong, but I won't fight him off.
And then I'll hold the bottom of the vine and say, "Climb that! Climb that! Let's get out of here before we all die of burning."
Above you, you can hear gunfire, multiple shots from Winchesters firing across the ravine above your head. As bullets basically ricochet off everywhere in and around Mr. Watt. None of them hit. Indigo Red snarls menacingly and wildly attacks with his Bowie knife on William Money. Missing. Replicant Townfolk number 6 is going to shoot John Watt. Missing. William Money, you're up, sir. Your conviction will expire at the end. Don't forget, you don't have to spend it, but just remember, if you want to maintain it, to spend a conviction, Benny, before you end your turn.
I'm going to do 2 actions again.
Okay, you fire at short range, and you manage to shoot India Red, shaking him.
Yeah.
You see the second shot, it also hits him. And Indio is going down. Crumples at your feet and starts decomposing almost instantly. The green goo. Brings us right, and then you're moving
go
to
the edge of the forest and have a look out, and then
you're going to the edge of the forest.
No, did I pass my turn without convicting my conviction?
Yes, you did.
I meant to drag it on then.
Well, pop it, spend a penny. There you are. I can turn it back on for you.
Thanks very much.
Mr. Juan, sir, there is a vine through the smoke. It's amazing how quickly the smoke filled the bottom of this canyon floor. Through the smoke, you can see a vine above you.
Okay, I want to climb up. Since we're climbing right here, I want to climb up to where this tree is resting and then start across the tree.
Okie
What would
dokie.
that be?
10 feet would be... Well, you climb your agility check as pace, can't you? Your agility score. So it'd take you 2 rounds to climb the vine to that point, I believe. Let me check. Very, very quickly. Is it your full pace? I can never. It's movement. Climbing. When the game is in rounds, each inch climb takes 2 inches of pace. Yeah, so it's that's 5 inches to that tree.
Well, no, that's only 10 feet. It's 2 inches to that tree.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 inches to that tree. I apologise. I get myself confused there.
It'll take me 4 inches.
You've got a pace
Then
of
you have
6. Yeah, you got a pace of 6. So
You
you
have
can,
2 left, unless you're running.
2 left. Yeah, which I don't suggest you do because don't forget the tree will be slippery.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I will climb up and end up, I guess, about there once all of it's said and done.
So that will be an athletics check, and then an athletics check at -2. Which means actually which is successful. So that got you up the tree. Then an athletics check at -2. Which is fails. You're going to fall. You're going to fall 10 feet unless you want to spend a penny. You're going to slip off this.
Crying out loud.
You got to laugh. So basically, Juan climbs up the tree into the smoke and darkness, and then there's a loud crump as he lands back down next to you.
I'm not sure you meant to do that, Mr. Hong. You should have kept climbing.
But
I'm trying
fortunately,
to
he
get
lands.
over to the tree. The tree needs to be chopped, and it's going the other side.
Okay, the quivering aspen is no longer shaken, and it moves at its fast pace of 2 inches towards the other side. Mr. Watson.
Does it take any burning damage as it's in the burning chasm with us?
No, because I'm evil.
Okay.
That's a very good question.
Hang on, wait a minute. I'm not ready to let you out, Mr. Spanner. But yes,
No,
I will follow your advice.
Basically, I know I put flames there, but it's not all over the place. Basically speaking, there is a certain point where if you're not out of the ravine after the fire started, you're in trouble. So until then, no one's taking damage in the ravine. I'm doing the graphics for dramatic effect.
Okay, right, sure.
The fire moved towards Adolfo. That's what I think. Just to scare him a bit.
John Watt plays the power surge, regaining all his power points. Okay. He obviously remembered the ghost rock he left in that pouch, didn't he?
No, Mr. Spanner told me some occult secrets. So that's a fail, obviously. So why don't we Benny that? In fact, why don't we spend conviction and then Benny it?
Conviction being spent. Let's have it.
So
Let's have an extra D6 on everything. Huzzah!
So that's a success.
That's a success.
On elemental manipulation, fire to move the fire with the tree.
Okie dokie.
That takes us a nice breeze. Blows
Strength
the
damage.
smoke the other way too.
And then for the second action,
Six. Okay.
two. I have to Benny that as well. We want to Benny that as well. So
Okay, the quivering aspen is
There you go,
unharmed by the fire.
there's 14.
Is that to pull the tree back into the fire?
It's got a D6.
No, it wasn't for the tree. It's then I'm going to cast telekinesis and test it by.
I forgot something. I did forget something. You might have been right. I think the tree might be on fire.
There's trees on fire.
Because
Not rolling
there's a
down the road,
chance for it
it's
to catch
climbing up the
fire.
ravine.
It's flammable, so it's caught fire. Oh no, on a 1, the fire. Yeah, no, actually, that's okay. I rolled the right dice. The fire, you had the fire damage on it. It's burnt out. That's okay. Except you have just hit it again. So on a 4 to 6, it will catch fire. Okay, so it's burning again.
Hooray!
Excellent.
That's 2d10
So-
damage fire.
Don't you
isn't
love it when a tree catches fire?
So it did go out. The original fire did go out, but you have hit it again, and it has caught fire again.
So anyway, the first action is to move the fire onto the tree, and the second action is to cast telekinesis, and let's test it on replicant townsfolk number 4, who must make a spirit check, or he's going to move.
Yeah. He failed his spirit check.
Well, could you just move 8 inches to the right a bit?
You mean sort of about there?
In other words, he jumps off the cliff.
Indeed. Taking 19 points of damage as he falls 30 feet.
Well, in theory, it works, fella. So let's try and lift you out of the fire next turn when I get my bearings, if I can see you.
Right. Why? Acetate splat.
Quivering Aspen got a Benny.
We don't want
That's been got the Joker bonus. Okay, so first thing that happens, it's going to take damage.
Is that a wild card?
Yes. It's going to take fire damage. Takes 19 points. It takes 19 points of damage, which is going to attempt to soak.
I can't play any more adventure cards, can I? So
And that
somebody else-
adventure card I've got, can I play it whenever I like? It's not got. It doesn't say my damage roll, does it?
I will give an adventure card to Amazing Adolfo.
So the play double damage after a ranged attack. Is that a ranged attack?
That's it, burning.
that.
That's
Yeah,
not a ranged
okay.
attack.
Okay. Fire continues to burn on a 6. Okay, so it's burning. So it is still burning, but it didn't take any damage from that. Now on a 6, it gets bigger. On a 1, it gets smaller. So it's down to 1. It's only taking 1d6, but 1d6 plus 4 burning damage. As yet again, it's the fire. You know, although you are catching it on fire. Whoops! I've just put the burning damage on the wrong player. Let's remove that. It is not burning as fiercely as it was before. Win the money. You're up, sir. Everyone gets a +2 bonus to traits for the rest of the round. Okay, so that's trait +2. I can't spell. For 1 round. There we go. Vancouver, trait 1 round. 1, trait +2 for
This
1
tree going
round.
to take some kind of reduced damage from me shooting it?
You won't know till you shoot it, will you?
I know.
You got the ghost gun, haven't you?
I have.
Doesn't that ignore weaknesses? I mean,
Ignores invulnerabilities, yeah.
that's what I meant, yes. So the ghost gun will do full, because it's a plant, half damage from piercing weapons, which bullets, arrows, and thingies, which I've completely ignored for the whole game because now we've got weapon types. I need to redo this adventure. But anyway, so with the ghost gun, you will not do half damage when you shoot the tree. The answer to your question, Mr. Money.
So I might do the old empty the gun on it. Let's see what happens.
Okay. It is 21 inches away from you at the moment.
Yeah, I know it's going to give me a penalty, but
Yep.
I've got some bennies and some conviction.
You do. Go on then, shoot it with the ghost gun. Bloody hell, I mean, you found the hammer.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm going to empty the
Yeah, I
empty
didn't
the
hear you.
gun.
Okay, that's 2 hits.
2 hits with raises.
2 hits with raises.
One of them's going to get that funky bonus.
However, one of those trait rolls was a natural one. So one of those is going to hit either me or one, and I've got trouble magnet.
Okay. So okay, do those 2. Just do the other shots first, and then we'll worry about the fact that you've one of your bullets somehow ricochets around and hits the amazing Adolfo by mistake.
Well, that's his own fault for being in the same planet as me. How many hit? 2?
2 hits. Okay, the first.
I can see where this is going.
That one is the one that hit Adolfo, isn't it?
No.
Nope. Okay, do you want to
It
Benny
isn't.
that? Well, do your second attack, and then we'll deal with which ones you want to reroll afterwards.
Probably not going to re-roll that.
Yeah.
That's 4 wounds. There's absolutely no point in playing the card on that one, but do you want to play the bullseye on the first one that would turn in 11 into 22 points of damage? Silence. Are you
Which
playing?
one's hitting Adolfo?
You're going to do that on him. That's separate. Are you going to do right? So you've done 4. You've done no damage.
So that 8 wounds is no good, is what you're saying? Yeah.
There's no point in you. 4 wounds is the maximum. Don't forget these days, because the damage cap is a setting rule for most settings.
Right.
Isn't
So
it?
for the second one, I'll play the bullseye then. Yeah.
So for the 11 points of damage, you want to play the bullseye to turn it into 22 points of damage. So you've now done 2 wounds followed by 4 wounds. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, so the 4 wounds so the 2 wounds can go on Adolfo, and the 4 wounds can go on.
No. Okay.
No. It's a third damage roll that you're going to make for
You'll be
Adolfo.
making another damage roll
Yeah.
on me.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
The point is what you made me do is spend all my bennies. I had to spend the tree had to spend one of its bennies to completely soak the 22 points of damage you've done on it. The last of its bennies has been spent to cause it to take to soak 2 of the 4 wounds. So it promptly takes 2 more wounds, which means the tree screams, which everyone has to make a fear check. So we'll do that first. William Money critically fails the fear check, so we'll worry about that in a second. John Watt's okay. Adolfo's okay.
But about to be shot by Will Money anyway.
Yes, except Mercy Vancouver's okay. 1 is okay. Okay, so now William Money, turn on the raised die and roll your ghost gun damage, please. This is how much damage. Okay, the third round is fired by the amazing Adolfo. It misses the quivering Aspen, hits the cliff face there, ricochets back, and hits the amazing Adolfo in the back, causing 19 wounds. 19 points of damage, 2 wounds rather.
Yeah, 19 wounds. Ah!
I meant 19 points of damage, 2 wounds.
Let's try that again. I'll try one more, Benny. No, looks like I'm taking a wound.
Okie dokie. You get shot, and then last but not least, William Money gets an adrenaline surge, which is really unfortunate because that's the end of his actions. That's fine. You didn't have a heart attack. That's all that
What's
really
an
matters.
adrenaline surge mean?
It means you act as if you're on
As the Joker, all right.
you
Okay.
act as if you're on the Joker, yeah.
Except, of course, you've performed all your actions, unfortunately. But do you want to spend a penny to maintain your conviction?
Yes.
Okay, now you can end your turn. Mercy Vancouver, you're next. Okay, the tree is quite sturdy, but it looks a bit slippery. Mercy Vancouver spends
So what
conviction.
do I need to do to move cautiously out on there?
Make an athletics check. Don't put any modifiers in because the dim will count as the same. So just make an athletics check. Then you can move your pace across the tree. If you want to run, you can, but then obviously there's an additional penalty. You're absolutely fine. You therefore can move your pace across that tree. Okay. Balancing yourself, you move across the tree. What you want to do anything when you get to there?
Nope.
Okie dokie. applicant with a Winchester 76 is still shooting at John Watt. I think he might have shot John Watt. John Watt's been shot. Let's see how much damage we get. That is John Watt shaken. I do believe. I'm shooting John Watt again. It's the shoot the John Watt show. This is the myth. Looks like a second hit upon John Watt. No, you're lucky. And so, sir. That might be a hit.
Oh,
I think that one. I don't think that one justifies a sound effect, don't you?
But it justifies a bigger sound effect than that.
I know, but that's the only sound effect I've got right now. That's a wound
I
upon John
spent a
Watt.
penny first.
I think my table just disconnected.
I spent a penny first. So,
Let's give. Well, hang on. In that case, let me just give you a penny back so you can soak it.
yeah, because I was going to unshake before the damage.
Oh, you were going to shake before you took the damage.
So you lose a penny.
Okay. Which
so I'll
then
lose a
means,
penny.
and then
I'll
you're
sp-
just shaken again. Yeah.
So I've got to spend the penny, haven't I?
But if you're unshaken, then the net result is you spend a penny. Yeah, you need to spend a penny to unshake, and then the net result is you're shaken.
Right, okay. Fine. Better than a soak. Carry on.
I can't find a Winchester rifle shot. Okay. Yeah, that gets us to Juan, who's back down where you started.
So let's start by climbing back up the rope to the tree again. Nope, not that
Okay.
tab, this tab.
That's an athletics check. +2 bonus for all intents and purposes, which is absolutely fine.
And let's work our way across the... Oh, I need to go ahead and run. How far can I get? Oh, good. Let's go on across the tree.
Inches to get you to there. And then you're going to fall off again.
Oh, jeez. Come on. There we go. Finally.
There we go. Okay, so 4 inches. So you've still got 8 inches of movement as you run across that tree if you want to. Does that climber up the tree and fall off again?
I spend all of my freaking
Shaken,
penny.
removed.
Shaken, removed. Okay.
Multi-action. Now, there's no point in me rolling for this because I don't think he's going to resist me. But can Juan move 8 inches along the branch? With a bit of telekinesis lifting.
Well, you got to make the arcane roll first.
What you've got to get? Have you got to roll the arcane roll every time? Have you?
Let's have a look at the power.
I think you only need to. I'll need to roll weird science as a opposed roll if he resists it.
Yeah, because he's got it turned on, and it's good for.
Yes, I apologise.
Minute,
Yes, yes, I misunderstood. Yes, yeah, okay. You pick him up and move him along the branch.
So
If I was being really evil, I'd say you need to make an athletics check to land safely, but I'm not going
Well,
to.
it was a multi-action. Multi-action. So the second action was. You going to? Is that real? Is critical failure?
No.
No, I was just, if he was being really evil, that's what would have happened.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, I just gave you an adventure card anyway, Juan.
Well, the thing is, so I move him 8 inches, and then for my second action, I want to make sure he isn't get stopped to the other side. So with that guy, there, can replicate with Winchester 76. Can he make a spirit check?
This one.
Yes.
Can he make a spirit check?
Yes.
No, he can't. Yes, he can.
I was going to ask him to move 8 inches to the left.
Oh, hang on. Is it a post spirit or is it just a straightforward spirit? There's a difference.
Not supposed. He's got to beat the 9.
In that case, he fails.
Right, could you move 8 inches to the left, please? And then do a momentary cartoon pause as you realise, oh dear, bye.
The amazing Rodolfo remains shaken.
We can't be having that.
I left you down there because I figured you wouldn't choke.
I must have critically failed. In that. Let's unshake. Right, I'm going to start climbing up the cliff. I will stop off at the tree and try and make my way across as well. I have a feeling that one's idea is good.
Okay, so an athletics check to get.
But before I do, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Are the bennies flowing? I haven't heard anyone speaking about flowing bennies.
You
So that
just
gets me up.
You just speak about flowing bennies now. I think I heard you mention flowing. Yeah.
And that gets me across.
Place
I meant
across.
to run. I meant to run.
Oh well, that's 4 inches of movement, so you got 2 inches of pace left, haven't you? Or whatever your normal pace is, minus 4 inches left.
Yep, 1.
Oh, I like that one. I like it so much. I'm going to do this. 1, 2.
1.
Michael Grancy, also known as Mac D, also known as TK on the Spelljammer games, said this is a stick app. Hand over the bennies and no one eats a bullet. So I had to hand over all my bennies, which meant you all get 2 bennies.
Hooray!
And the GM loses all his bennies. Brilliant.
Okay, where were we? Are you ending your turn, Mr. Amazing
Yes,
Adolfo?
sorry, I am.
Okay.
You know, I spent the belly to unshake, and it's left me. I'm still shaken.
No, you're not.
Aren't I? I can't still show
Oh yes, you are. Sorry, I apologise because of course the combat tracking changed, so I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not pleasant down there. Okay, Juan is up first.
Okay, I am going to.
Spent his point of conviction.
Continue running across this tree.
Okay, with an athletics check. No problem at all there.
This stinking tree.
And some double backflips on top of that one.
And how far up has the aspen climbed?
It hasn't yet.
It's just over at the wall.
It's going to be climbing this turn, yeah. It's going to move an inch a turn to get out of the chasm.
Well, I figured it wouldn't be slowed down going up. I mean,
No,
it's already slow enough going across.
Agreed. Yes, it will. It'll move 2 back. It will climb up. Yeah, it'll be at the moment. It's 5 inches down, so it will take 2 rounds to get to the top. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well,
so
if it's got a pace of 2, and each inch of movement it'll take 5 rounds to get to the top.
Not climbing. No, that's slightly different.
Ah,
It's taller. I'm gonna let it be. Yeah, I agree.
right.
But yeah. You're right. You got 5 rounds at it. You've got 5 rounds, but okay. It is.
Oh, I forgot to hit my smite. I was supposed to smite as well. Let me just toss that out there real quick.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Let me
Good
put it back
smite,
on,
isn't it?
put it back on you so you can target your smite. Your conviction is not going to expire because you've only just used it. I'll do that. Then you can apply your smite effects so the counters work properly, which is all very well. Then you can end your turn again. Okay. Then the quivering pine will move 2 inches up the tree. And then it will be actually it does move 2 inches because basically it basically no, it's 1. I'm shutting up. Here we go. I can't work out my own head. William Money, you're up next, sir.
Well, I'm going to do 3 actions and reload my gun while moving over here.
Okay,
Yeah.
I shall accept that. Yep. It's only 3 bullets.
Yeah, 3 bullets. Wrong gun. I was reloading the wrong one. But yeah, because the fan the hammer didn't actually cut the ammo. But yeah, now I've got 3 bullets in my ghost gun.
Okay. Mr. John
Oh,
Watts, sir.
bollocks. Didn't put my conviction on.
For crying out. Bender Benny.
Thank you.
Is it 26 now? So that can't go in fire.
Oh, hang on. I forgot to do its burning damage. Slash DMG 1d6.
Well, I don't know if it's. I'm just saying it's out of range for elemental manipulation.
No. That's fine. It still takes burning damage every round unless the fire goes out. So there we go. It doesn't increase. It doesn't go out. Over to you.
Righty-ho. Do that just to keep the fire burning. I think what we'll probably do is yeah, let's multi-action for a laugh.
Okay.
We'll take a. That's 5 power points. That ain't going to reach. That ain't going to reach either. So I have to be my super expensive telekinesis spell. So we'll have to multi-action twice with that, because it's the only thing it's going to reach. Right, so this guy here. He can take a spirit check.
Spirit. Fails.
What, he doesn't roll a 4? He wants to be a 4.
Oh, no, he's fine. He rolled a 5. Which is a shame. Look how much damage you just took if he'd fallen.
And then what we're going to do is grapple the tree.
You want to grapple the tree?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, is it still an opposed? Is it opposed weird science versus spirit, or is it just a straight up strength roll?
Are you doing telekinesis?
Yeah, telekinesis can bind a tangle as well.
Yeah. So what's the description?
The description is. Move objects or creatures, including oneself, with arcane will. Strength or D. I got 2d12 because it was a raised. Unwilling opponents resist the arcane's skill with an opposed spirit check when
There you go.
targeted.
So make your arcane skill roll.
Rightio. So that will just be a straight up. Ooh, he rolled poorly.
Got a
5, because it was a multi-action with dim illumination.
you got a 3 basically, which is a failure.
Which is a failure. Go Benny one time, but it's quite a heavy penalty, isn't it? Now because of the I can't see. Oh, that was in your list 6 here. Did you see that?
So dim illumination doesn't apply. So you actually rolled a 6. Are you happy with a 6?
Yes, it's a wild card. I think it won't make a difference, but
I'm afraid it resists your telekinesis.
right. I was going to entangle it and hold it in the fire, but I thought it was worth a shot.
Mr. Amigo Dolfo. It might be prudent just to spend your conviction, depending on your conviction now, if you want to maintain it, because everyone always thinks. Oh, you got to stop it getting away. He gone away? I'll put him on hold then. Mercy Vancouver. Hello? I've been very quiet or I've gone mute.
No, you haven't gone mute. I'm still hearing you.
Hey, it looks like Mercy's gone mute as well as Music Adolfo.
No, sorry, I was
Mercy
off,
was very quiet.
I was off letting the dog back in the house.
Okay, I shall move back to you first and then put Mercy's conviction back on because it hasn't expired. Neither has the Amazing Adolfo's.
So I will yeah, I will maintain my conviction.
Okay.
So have a belly. That's to maintain my conviction for this round. Yep. And then I'm going to be stupid and run across the tree.
Okay, let's have an athletics check. You don't need to modify it because the dim will do the right modification. Okay, you're fine. Are you doing anything other than that?
If I can grab a vine and swing the rest of the way, yes, but otherwise, no.
There's no there are no trees hanging over the middle of. It's fine. So Mercy Vancouver played the extra effort card, so it automatically aces. So that means if she's using that to move across the tree, she automatically can succeed. And yep. Are you doing anything else? To maintain your conviction, that's fine.
I think your mic's not working.
Isn't. I think she needs to reboot when her mic stops working, so let's just get her turn out the way. And if you're going to take, if you want to, yeah. So just need to. Unless you're going to do, unless you're going to use, you're probably no -4 out. You're not in range for your ghost bullets. Okay, replicant with a Winchester is obviously going to shoot. Miss. Replicant with a Winchester is going to fire. That's a miss. And replicant with a Winchester is going to fire again. Asperger's cat. Hello. Okie dokie. And that's the end of that round. Okay, so but right now, fortunately the Aspen's halfway up, but the whole of that ravine is just a far pit. problem. Okay, Juan, you're up. With the Joker bonus, it should be
With
added.
the Joker bonus, no less.
Which means you can go on hold and interrupt at will.
Yeah, I think I will start by going on hold.
Okay. Which is the only problem with that is conviction doesn't respect that. So let's put that back on. There we go. John Watts, you're up.
Now, here's the thing, right? Because they don't have to, because they're not, if they don't resist me, right, I really don't have to roll anything.
That's correct.
So the multi-action penalty wouldn't kick in.
That's correct.
Right, so we'll take 3 actions and move everybody 8 inches.
Go on then.
So
Are you
move Mercy 8 inches.
Yeah.
8 inches. Is Will Money moving across?
Oh, what's
He
happening?
is moving
Oh,
across,
oh my
yes.
God. Oh,
There you go. That's your 3 actions then.
Yes, Mr. Spanner, they have a disturbing lack of the faith.
Mercy Vancouver, you're up next. Waiting with bated breath to see
She's going to pull a nuclear rocket launcher out.
You got oh, you're not even hear us. Of course, voice really down. Thank you, Mr. Watt. What an annoying time for sound to crap out on someone.
mm.
Okay, that'll be half damage, unfortunately, but we'll see what the damage is first. Half damage equals 7 points of damage. Mr. William Money up. You're up next.
I'm going to shoot the tree again, I suppose.
With your ghost gun that ignores the half damage. It'll
Yes, exactly.
go for it.
And it's got 3 bullets.
And you've got conviction. So there's something to be said potentially not firing all 3 bullets and just well, actually it was -2 for you anyway, so yeah, you might as well, I suppose. But it's dim. Did you ever take the marksman edge? You hit once and hit with a raise once.
Oh, that's terrible.
Okay, that does nothing.
I might penny that one.
Yeah, but do all your rolls first, because then and then we can come back to it. Yeah. Okay.
That's terrible. Right, Benny 1.
Anyone? Go for it. Quivering Aspen has no bennies left. So that's a wound upon the Quivering Aspen. And then are you re-rolling the second bending? Yeah.
Yep. Spat on the dice that time. Ah, you son of a bitch.
Okay.
Then do I need to move across this tree a little bit? Do I need to
Oh,
spend
hold on. Before you move across the tree, everyone gets to make a fear check because the aspen screams in pain again. Apparently, does something about getting jaded to it, I'm afraid. So John Watt fails his fear check. Mr. Watt has failed his fear check. He either has to spend a penny and re-roll his fear check, or possibly have a heart attack. John Watt makes his fear check. Okay, if you want to continue moving across, obviously it's an athletics check to move across the tree. If you fail, you'll fall 30 feet into the burning ravine, taking horrible amounts of fire damage. But you're okay, so you can move your pace. Intrigued to know why you spent another penny after you succeeded in your fear check.
Conviction.
Because I was testing it, because if you spent I rolled fear and it didn't take
Yes.
into consideration conviction, so then I spent a penny. So when you
Where do I drop a penny to
slash roll
keep
fear,
conviction going?
conviction doesn't work.
Pardon?
I've discovered.
Where do I drop a? Because Will Money just used a penny to.
You just
extend
drag a
conviction.
penny to the conviction box where it says conviction and where the
On your
number
character
is.
sheet, yeah. On your character-
on your character sheet, you drag it. Right.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's been done for ages.
Right. I didn't know where you dragged it. Right. So I'm going to maintain my conviction. I'm then going
Okay.
to carry on running across the branch.
Okay, so let's have an athletics check, please.
Done that one.
You've done that, no problem at all. You can move
Watching
9
Juan
inches.
and done a double backflip just like Juan did, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an impressive little bit of movement, isn't it?
We can zoom in now because we don't need the rest of the map. We can zoom in for the final scene, although John Watt's on the other side, which means I have to keep him just on it.
And these
I'm glad I got
replicants.
over before that thing
What
burnt down.
are the replicants behind us doing? Nothing.
Well, they'll be shooting you, believe me. They haven't acted yet. Are you doing anything else, Mr. Adolfo?
Yeah, I'm dropping prone.
You're dropping prone. Okay. Then please end your turn, and then I shall see what the quivering aspen does. The quivering aspen unshakes, and therefore it climbs up another inch up the side. So I'll move him like that to show he's climbing up it. He then takes burning damage, which doesn't hurt him. And then we roll, find out the fire doesn't get any bigger, but it doesn't burn out. Okay, replicant time. So this replicant here is going to move to here.
Oh, that's right.
He's going to shoot 1. Missing. This replicant here is going to move to here. He's going to shoot Mercy. Missing. This replicant here is going to move. I'll move
Not
them
going
up
to
by
get
mistake.
Mercy's parry for some reason.
That's why. Not going to worry about it. It's still a world of 1. I rolled knife by mistake. That's why. Missing. So that's them all missing. That just leaves 1 on hold. You can remain on hold, but you do lose your joker bonus. But you do not lose the ability to interrupt without having to roll. One comes off hold and moves to there.
Oh, 1 inch.
Oh, he's gone. Kick their asses.
And
knock 'em
I
off the edge.
will actually, yeah. I might just knock him off the edge.
You get +2 to a push roll for having a run up.
Going to add my drunken boxing and Tantouine. So I'm going to do a Tintan. How do you?
Tantui.
Tantui, yeah, Tantui. I'm going to do a Tantui kick against this guy right here in front of me.
Okay. Is that the one that pushes him as well as...
Yeah, I hit with the raise, so he's going to get pushed back a whole bunch.
In that case, you want to sort of... In that case, you really want to approach him from there.
Yeah.
Not that it matters. You kick him off. He's dead before he hits the ground, but you kick him off anyway. Okay, new round. The bennies must flow.
Excellent.
Yeah. D4 plus 2 inches is how far back he would have gone.
That's rather cool. Would have been at least that. Yeah, he plummeted. I just splat him by mistake. Nancy Vancouver, you're up first. I think that tree quivering aspens in. Oh yeah. Yeah, got the idea. In fact, you got enough. She's got enough movement to move over to it and move back again, so that's fine. Send your bennies. Go for it. Let the DM get a Benny too if he answers my question about arcane device or potion. Hope all is well. It's up on the chat and we'll answer it as soon as we finish. Okay. That is up to one now.
Okay, Juan is going to step over to here and kick this guy.
That's a hit. Roll the damage. This time roll your 1d4 plus whatever as well for fun.
Oh, he only moved 2 inches this time. I didn't get the raise, so it's only 2 inches.
That's okay.
But I still kicked his head off.
That, let's change it to a vomit and then splat him. There you go. Splat. Splat. There you go. That took a while to splat. Okie dokie. That brings us, once you earned your turn, unless you want to spend a Benny. It did. Do you, and unless you want to spend a Benny to maintain your conviction, good turn. Has my sound gone again?
No, you're still
No,
there.
we can hear you. Yeah.
One, I think he's bugging off. Okay, he's losing his conviction there.
Sorry, what was that?
Spend a Benny if you want to keep your conviction going.
Oh, yeah, I've got plenty of bennies, yeah.
Right, John Watt, you're up, sir.
So that one guy's left, but I'll risk it for a biscuit. 28 inches. We're on 4 times range. So I think what we'll do is.
Could you do all 3 actions on yourself to throw yourself over the ravine?
I don't know.
He won't make it.
24 inches. It has to be multiples of 8. Everything's multiples of 8.
Just
16.
You'd have to land on the branch, wouldn't you?
Or quadruple for the sake of telekinesis.
it should be pointed out that is most definitely on fire by now, and that one's definitely on fire.
Mm.
Right.
One arm on is going to be on fire soon. That's why I'm getting off of it. I didn't want to get on fire.
Do is we'll spend that to keep conviction going. Extending conviction, and I think the only thing move I can do left is do a.
In theory, you could if you can telekinesis yourself. There's nothing to stop you sort of bumping yourself up to there. Up to there.
So I will move to the 30-foot one, 5 inches, and make this tree do a spirit check against 5. At least I can force a spirit check every round. It might cost them bennies.
It fails.
Oh, has it failed?
It has.
Can you move 8 inches
It
to the
fails.
left onto the fire, take falling damage, and put it, as I pick it up and throw it into the fire?
Okay, it's moved up.
With Mr.
It's moved
Spanner.
up. It's moved up 2 inches, which is 12 feet. So that's 1d6 plus 1 damage. PMG, because I said on this game I'd still use the old damage.
In fact, I can pick the direction it goes, so I can move it. I can move it 1 inch away from the rock face and a few inches up, and then let it go. They drop it into the fire.
But anyway, I think the easiest thing to say is that you drop it in the fire. So, splat. Okie dokie. Okay. You've managed to finish the monsters off. It collapses into the ravine where it either burns fiercely or begins to crumble away to papery ash like rains. Either way, the corrupted tree is gone. The rest of the aspens, of course, I can unlock tokens there. The rest of the aspens, of course, in the whole area are still a living organism like every other aspen. However, with this tree gone, they're no longer sentient creatures hell-bent on covering the world and destroying all death bags. So congratulations, you can return to Headstone Hill and tell the tale. And this time, if you lower the fear level, you do not set off a Twilight event anywhere else. Congratulations, one and all, you have saved the Weird West.
Hooray!
Being taken over by a bunch of aspen trees. So there we go.
Well, perhaps not, because technically, if this was ongoing, we would get a raise now, wouldn't we?
We just
Just
did.
did.
It, Aunt.
Yeah.
So if we come back, when we come back to these characters for another time,
Well,
got the
it
next
finishes,
advance.
it finishes on a cliffhanger because at this point, with that advance, John Watt's tool chest explodes into a cloud of metal shrapnel and whizzes round him as Mr. Spanner appears as a demon, and he becomes a metal mage.
Ooh, interesting. We shall see what changing yourself to a better mage. Right,
What?
notes.
Yes, Mr. Spanner
What?
Mr. Spanner's a demon.
Ooh.
What's your spirit?
D8.
No, because you dropped it back. You dropped it back on the fire. Otherwise, you would have done.
Curses. Foiled again.
What would you have got? You can spend a penny to talk to plants.
That would have been kind of cool.
Indeed.
But no,
However, we shall leave it there. Next, so that is the end of our mini Deadlands campaign. And Crimson Throne hasn't come out yet, so fear ye not. We're going to return to the heroes of the heroes of Sandpoint, aren't we? And find out what they did next as
the stranger's going to come along.
yes, yeah. You'll have to meet. You'll have to be
Pointy-eared, not pointy-eared stranger who hasn't decided anything apart from his name.
Fair enough. But
So
we
he's-
shall
he's,
see.
he's tall, short, demonic goblin, pointy-eared, not pointy-eared.
Yeah, he's a ground, pointy-eared, flat-footed, tall, short, fat, thin, male, female, cat, dog, rhinoceros.
But anyway, yeah, we're returning to the
Fire.
heroes of Sandpoint
Paladin Ranger.
for high-level adventures hijinks as we
Cool.
take you far from Sandpoint to the north, to the northernmost tips of the world. You're sent on a mission to Irisen. Land of perpetual winter. But I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was fun.
No, thank you very much.
Indeed, really, and I shall.
And I
We
didn't
shall-
die, and I killed some stuff, which is what I like. Going.
Indeed. So, a bit of Savage Pathfinder next time. Yeah, no.